What's up? Welcome. We are here. We got some breaking news to get to. We have 2 people injured and the gunman confirmed deceased in a Virginia Old Dominion University shooting. Happened today. Went out. Looks like the emergency services went out around 10:30 or so. 10:48 a.m. was when the follow, run, hide, fight protocols were enacted at the university. This is the second such, what's going on, Velo? Second such incident so far this year regarding the school. There was another incident in February where 2 men were injured. No further information on that other incident. I did not deep dive that incident. I was only worried about this one. So, yeah. 2 injured so far. No innocent people have been declared deceased. We'll see if that changes, but for right now, it's just the one. How's it going, Sophia? Just getting through my news so we can get on to the good stuff. Up next, we have a South Carolina's congressman. He is announced that he is going to run for his 18th term. 18th. Like, that's nuts. He was first elected to Congress in 1993, and he has continued to serve since that day. Now, if you weren't aware, Congress has this thing where they bump up their pay by 4% for every consecutive term that they serve. I don't know if it's consecutive, but it's for every term that they serve. So he's looking to make about $400,000 this term a year. Like, because they make about 187 at base, and then once you tack on the 4% times 18, it's almost a 100% bonus for the amount of times that he's served in Congress. That's fucking insane. But he's also 85. Should he even be running again? Should he have been running all this fucking time? Apparently he was the House Whip for the Democratic Party up until 23. He was the number 3 Democrat in the House from 2007 to 2023. Like, he's been a very powerful Democrat in a very crappy state for a very long time, so that might be part of our problem. South Carolina is fucking horrible. They're one of the highest departure rates in the state, or in the United States. They've got one of the highest departure rates. They're losing citizens at like an alarming rate because everybody's leaving their fucking country or state because their fucking taxes and everything else is just complete and utter shit. But the next video that we are going to get into today is on the Iran possible retaliation on U.S. soil directed at California, the West Coast. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people on the internet talking a lot of stupid shit. Like, oh, it's going to be a psyop. It was definitely not Iran, even though they've been fucking saying for the last fucking week that Iran is winning. Now it's, nope, Iran is too broken. Iran's too broken to fucking fight back now. It would have to be a psyop. Okay. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. I think you guys need to share whatever fucking shit you're smoking on, because my shit's not that good. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mine is not as good as yours. Like, share, please. So, the little bit of digging that I was able to do, it appears that this is from like February. There was an unsubstantiated tip, unverified intelligence from, I want to say it was from February. I could be wrong, but that is what I saw. I saw it was from February. And the news is just getting their hands on it now, at the middle of March. You know, after the war has already started. But to be clear, this is straight from the press secretary, Caroline Leavitt. To be clear, no such threat from Iran to our homeland exists, and it never did. There was an unverified intelligence tip. Somebody called in a tip saying that Iran is going to bomb California. Nobody was able to verify it, but on the off chance, the Department of Defense did send out an email to California. I think it was county and state officials, police officials, letting them know, hey, there's an unsubstantiated claim, but there is still a claim. And now there's a bunch of news outlets that are just throwing it out, blowing it out of proportion, and fucking trying to fearmonger. And I believe they should lose their license over it, but that's not for me to decide. That's for the FCC to choose. And I hope they do. I genuinely hope they do. Like, there's only one way to stop this fucking malicious misinformation, and it's to fucking punish the people that are doing it. Because this is malicious at this point. Like, unless what I've been able to uncover by doing a whole fucking 35 minutes of fucking research is completely wrong, this is malicious misinformation. Peddled by ABC News. And it is malicious. Because like I said, in 30 seconds of research, 30 minutes of research, not even 30 minutes of fucking research, I was able to debunk this shit. That's fucking sad. But we got an hour and a half long video from Nux about it, and that's what we're going to be watching today. That's why I started early. So we're going to have people that are going to slowly meander in today. Right now I'm sitting at one viewer. It's fine. It doesn't really matter to me. If people want to come in and hang out, they do. If not, you guys can catch it on YouTube or not. If you don't, you don't. But either way, I'm going to be here every day. Like, now that we've had daylight savings time, in order to make it easier on my moderator, I go live at 2 to 5 now. I am starting a little early today at 1 because of Nux's extra long video. So, no, go away. Oh, yeah. Until she comes in, I'm going to have to be my own moderator, guys. This sucks. Sucks.
Apparently, hell has been issuing complaints of mass immigration because we are...
Yeah, there's no way this dude's still alive, by the way. Like, there's no fucking way. Like, I could be wrong. I could be. I definitely could be. I'm just a fucking retard in my fucking house. But, no, I'm pretty sure he died, along with Daddy. Pretty sure. Pretty sure.
Sending Ayatollahs down there so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
Even the devil doesn't know what's going on. Insane deep dive for the people today. We have to talk about the new...
I saw this fucking hilarious meme. And, it was using the B-2 bomber as a unit of time. And you see the B-2 bomber and it's just Ayatollah.
Ayatollah. We have to talk about the
I
fact
hope
that
he
Iran
finds
has
that
been
he found that
laying
meme for this video.
landmines and putting
I really
weapons
do.
and mines into the ocean to blow up random civilian ships.
Yeah,
the
because
mask
fuck
has
us.
fallen off all of our based Islamic influencers. Donald Trump is teasing Spain that, hey, they might be getting a regime change war soon. There have been multiple more Islamic terror attacks on United States soil. With the media running, scrambling, doing their absolute best, trying to figure out a way to explain how it's actually not Islam's fault. Just because it was a couple of Islamic terror attacks, you're going to blame Islam?
Yes.
Quite literally, the mask has slipped, and this entire war with Iran has exposed this silent war that we've been having with radical Islam for a very long time. So, this is the deep dive of the day. I humbly request you subscribe, because here we do daily or twice a day, depending on the situation, mega deep dive.
Yeah, the only reason I'm doing a super long video today is because he decided he was not going to do his 2 videos a day. What's going on, Cloudy? I'm here early today. It's just because I got an extra long video. This is what's left of him.
Videos saying the things that other people are quite literally too afraid to say. So let's see what...
Oh, they're kissing the cardboard. Isn't that adorable?
we got. This video here is actually an official video from Iran. This is not a parody. This is not South Park. This was the
It's a piece of cardboard, but yeah, he's kissing him.
actual crowning ceremony for the new supreme leader of Iran, Mojtaba Khamenei, son of the very, very recently deceased Ali Khamenei, being that the great president of the United
I'm pretty sure they bit the dust at the same time, Cloudy. Pretty sure it was the same missile that ended both of them.
States of America has been taking down Iranian kings faster than George
He's
R.
gone.
Martin in Game of Thrones. This dude's
I'm pretty
not
sure
coming
he's
out
gone.
of his little bunker, all right? There are
He
reports
doesn't
that
have a
he's
bunker.
horribly injured. Some reports saying he's in a coma, and he doesn't even know that he's the new supreme leader. Like, bro, can you just imagine? This dude just he opens his eyes, gets blown up immediately. You were the supreme leader. You didn't even know it. We put a target on your back, whatever. We don't really care. So they put his face on this cardboard cutout for the actual crowning ceremony of Mojtaba Khamenei over here as the new supreme leader of Iran. This has got to be the most pussified thing I've ever seen in my life. Keir Starmer in England celebrating that at least he's the second gayest ruler of
Thank
some
you for the
actual
follow,
nation on the
Trevor.
planet right now. So obviously these guys believe in honor and
How's it
pride,
going, buddy?
and everyone, even their Arab neighbors, are making so much fun of them that they decided to go with the South Park cardboard cutout announcement. All right, in fact, it's only a matter of time.
They need to move his mouth like South Park too. They gotta get it on a little thingy, little pull tab.
Look, this is President of the United States meeting with
This is definitely a Canadian Ayatollah, if you couldn't tell.
Mojtaba Khamenei. This is him, guys. He's right here. And he's right here. Nothing to see. They can't kill you if you're already dead, thinks Mojtaba Khamenei. You're not going to get me on this one. Dude, the clowning has honestly, like, dude, we're taking Islam down one clown at a time. Like, bro.
And it's very cool.
Oh, very cool. What is that? Wow.
I have no idea if this is real or not, guys. Like, I've seen this a couple of times. I have no fucking clue if this was really on Fox or not. Like, but this is not the first time I have seen this. So, like, if it wasn't on Fox, like, somebody did a great job of fucking AI in this shit, but fuck.
Oh.
Another
El Presidente added to the wall.
Just went up yesterday. Wow.
Wow.
And it's
Beautiful stuff. You love to see it. Absolutely. Fantastic
I fucking love
choice
our
of
president,
decorations
you
there,
guys.
Mr.
I don't know what to
President.
tell
Honest
you.
to God, keep up the good work. The Venezuela exhibit is in the other room, and we are currently working on the Cuba room. It's going to be incredible. So many El Presidentes to capture, so little time. And the reality is, bro, these Ayatollah guys.
He's got another 2.5 years. It's
humiliated.
fine.
It's not stopping. Every single meme is funnier
shit.
than the last. Meet the new boss, Ayatollah. Like, bro, it's honestly some of the greatest comedy ever. Marco Rubio realizing he has to step in as the new supreme leader of Iran. Oh my God, Marcus Rubio, my guy. He's doing his part. He's doing his part. And I am here to help.
I have seen some of the best memes of fucking Rubio sitting in this fucking getting just. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's one of him, Marco Rubio realizing he's about to be the new supreme leader of Persia, and it's him wearing the what was his name? Darius's son. From 300. I can't remember the name. But Xerxes. He had the full fucking Xerxes shit from the first 300. Fucking shit. Oh, it was so good. Pierced nipples. The whole fucking shebang. It was great.
That's right. I may not be on the front line, but I am absolutely willing to be the demoralization agent our great country needs. That's right. Some retards need to get
Don't worry, Nux. ABC's got you beat, bro.
humiliated, and I'm here to help. Not even kidding. I got so many comments on my...
Between ABC today and CNN over the weekend, I think our mainstream media is doing a great job of being the demoralization police.
Videos saying, Nux, I actually know this guy who's actually very pro-Iran, etc., in this conflict, and I showed him one of your videos, and his opinion changed in an instant. And it's two reasons. One, I'm objectively correct. Killing motherfucking, goat-fucking, child-fucking, terrorist retards that wants to kill us is based, and also...
Shit. Valo, do you realize what's happening to your your Ayatollah right now, he is getting the reverse pineapple treatment. Just like, I gotta see if I can find this meme. Can we find the meme? We're gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. No. Too bad. That's too bad. That would have been good. That would have been a good one.
I humiliate them a lot because they're very pathetic and gay.
But it's from Little Nicky. If you guys didn't know. It's one of Adam Sandler's earlier movies.
I diagnosed the new Ayatollah with a terminal case of...
Well, earlier-ish. It was from like the 90s.
Gay. It's fatal. But anywho, you have to see the level of winning that we're actually doing.
So you can disagree with the war, but not the war effort.
Oh, yeah, no.
We are accelerating these bombing runs.
Bitches!
And
I keep seeing Islamist Twitter accounts with like 10,000 likes from Pakistan being like,
Oh, yeah. According to them, Netanyahu has been defeated. Yeah. What they don't know is he's going to be the first forever head. In the Futurama collection, he's going to be the first one just to piss off fucking Islam. He is going to have his head fucking in a jar.
Actually, Iran is walloping the United States. And then you actually look at just one tiny little bit of actual facts, and it's like, well, actually, that's literally the opposite of what's happening.
Once every 3,000 years, they're going to hack the Iranian fucking communications again just to have his head fucking pop up and just say, hi!
their offensive output is collapsing.
Oops.
You have to look at it honestly, like these two colleagues to my left said. Everything that the Iranians have tried has failed.
So pretty.
They tried to have a war of attrition, hunker down, let us run out of munitions and interceptors. That didn't work.
Oops.
They tried to hit the Arab allies. All it did was force them into America's arms. And then they tried to jack up the price of oil so the base felt the pain at the pump and the market could pressure Trump to take a knee. That didn't happen.
Nope.
The market is stabilized. Oil's down to $80 a barrel. And right now, the strait's open. It's not completely, but they are moving tankers. And we have things we can do there. We can use ships as sentries. We could do escorts. Or we could seize Karg Island and then just like turn off their revenue with a little spigot. When Trump and Hegseth say that we're only just getting started, or, oh, they ain't seen nothing yet. That's not saying the war's going to last forever. That's a psyop to the Iranians to say we're holding a lot back. We could be hitting their electrical grids, bridges.
We could, but we're trying to be nice.
What we're doing is that they act stupid. We're going to reserve those targets for that punishment, right?
Yeah, only getting started. I don't even think it's a psyop as much as we could turn up the pressure infinitely. We could literally destroy your entire country. Like, we don't want to do that. We want the Iranian people to actually have
we'd rather
a
not,
country.
yeah.
We just really hate this regime. Right? This isn't a...
Yeah, because our plan is for like we're bombing the shit out of their military capabilities so that the Iranian people can overthrow them. Like Trump told them to hang on. We're bombing some shit, and then we're gonna tell them go ahead, and then they're gonna overthrow the government, and then they're gonna install their own government, and then hopefully they don't hate us anymore. And if they do, we'll have to bomb that government. Like, and eventually we'll have a government that likes us. Or they'll all be dead. One or the other. We'll get there.
War against Iran. This is the war against the occupation. This occupying Islamic terroristic entity. And the reality is, yeah, we are just getting started. No, we're just getting started. This war is going to last 10 years. It's not. This war is going to last like a month. All right? Maybe two, maybe. I doubt it. Maybe two. But the reality is, just getting started means we could turn up the heat infinitely if you continue acting like assholes. They continue acting like assholes, and the heat was turned up.
Boom,
Right
boom.
now, we're almost executing this war compassionately.
True.
This thing could be much bigger.
So many people are talking about war crimes and bad things that we're doing. Dog. We are incredibly efficiently wiping out their leadership, their weaponry, etc.
pretty great.
Minimal actual casualties, minimal civilian casualties for sure. And we are not even hitting them to like bring the country to its knees. We're literally just hitting them to incapacitate their threat level. They don't realize how much we're holding back. Dude, we have nukes. We have nukes.
Bigger.
We're
The
not
timing
going to
of the
use
war
those.
is really intelligent, because if you see the volley of these drones and ballistic missiles,
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you
imagine
saw
5 years from now, how much
yesterday going around the internet, last night, we hit a ballistic missile depot, and it went boom, boom, like, boom! People were fucking posting on the internet like, oh my god, America nuked Iran! Bro, you need to go watch Godzilla again. Those are, like, the Matthew Broderick Godzilla, those are actual missile tests in the opening. Like, those were actual tests of nuclear fucking weapons. Like, the big fucking gigantic mushroom cloud that you can see from fucking miles away, that's what a nuke does. Fucking retards.
blood and treasure the American alliance would have to spend busting down these barrages to
So
take out the
fucking
nuclear
stupid.
program. Their goal was
I saw another fucking thing. I don't know if you guys know who JD DeLay is, but I know he does something that's really cool, but I don't know what it is. But he did a poll yesterday about, like, who is a bigger threat, or who would you vote for? Yeah, it was who would you vote for? Because Adolf Hitler was fucking winning over Bibi Netanyahu by an 80-20 fucking poll. Hitler fucking massacred people. He was one of the most evil people on the planet to ever exist. Our fucking general population is full of retards. They're either retards or they're bots. It's one or the other, guys. There is no in between anymore. If you honestly think that Bibi Netanyahu is worse than Hitler, you're retarded. Okay? Okay. Gotcha. Glad we're on the same page. If you disagree with me, you're retarded. Get over it.
to build a shield around it so we couldn't even consider the strike. People have
There's literally no comparison to fucking Adolf Hitler for the most evil person on the planet. Fucking retards.
to be a little bit more patient.
Absolute fucking
and a little
morons.
bit less retarded. A lot of people aren't willing to acknowledge the reality that this war needed to happen. If not now, it needed to happen at some point. This was a regime chanting death to America for 47 years, working tirelessly to kill us. They've already killed thousands of us.
Jimmy
as well
Fallon.
as, millions of people in the region, including tens of thousands of their own people.
Jimmy Fallon couldn't stop his wife from cheating on him.
All right, they would have stopped at nothing. This is a religious death cult hell-bent on our destruction.
One of those late night comedy hour fake news people. I'm not sure what channel he is. Conan had TBS. I think maybe he was on like 7, 5. I don't know. He's like Jimmy Kimmel, but Jimmy Fallon. He used to be an actor, and then he sucked at it, so now he does the fake comedian shit.
They believe they want to bring an apocalyptic world where they wiped us out because they
It's like Jimmy Kimmel. He used to be an actor, and now he pretends that he's funny.
view America as the great Satan. All right, they want to kill us. So this is an inevitable war. Now, we just picked the timeline. We picked to do it now where we can kill these goat fuckers while they're still fucking goats. All right? Absolutely. 100%. We're doing it for the goats out there. Goats around the world celebrating our
What's she gonna
success.
do for me
Now, in
to
fact, we are winning so
support her?
badly,
Is she gonna
all
give
right?
me a blowjob? Like, if she's gonna give me a blowjob for it.
You
Like,
have
I'll
the
be on her
actual
side.
IRGC, that's the Iranian
But she's got to come
terrorist
deliver
regime,
first.
Basij members reportedly recording himself quitting his position, saying the Iranian Islamic regime is screwed. Everyone is gone or leaving. I'm going home. It seems like the regime is finished. We should surrender. The USA is winning. All right? Their actual commanders are like, guys, please, just end it. Please, I want to go home. I don't want to do this anymore. Please. Now, the mistake a lot of people make is they think that we're up against normal combatants and a normal military. We're
Dude.
quite literally up against a death cult. A death cult that's a religious death cult that believes that if they die in the effort of killing us, they go to heaven and have sex with children for eternity. Not exaggerating. That is literally their heaven. That is.
He is not exaggerating. We did a deep dive into what happens when you die in service of Allah. So he is being 100% truthful. They do believe that they will get 72, like, straight up just became able to make babies age girls. So, not adult women. Still young women.
Literally their religion. All right? So, if we
Sick
scared
fuckers.
the shit out of those guys, then we are thrashing them on a biblical scale. It's unbelievable. Like, dude, look at this. Look at the videos coming out of you.
There it is!
This is not AI.
No, this is a ballistic missile depot going boom, boom, bitch. And no, it was not done with a nuclear fucking bomb. Fucking tards. For a second, I thought it was a Moab, but then I realized it was just a ballistic missile depot going boom. So it was a lot of little bombs making one big bomb.
God damn. Like, this is insane. Dog, apocalyptic shit, for real. And Iran is, like, posting with their little Twitter bots on the internet, we are winning this war. We are bringing the Zionist entity to its knees. You know, they're doing their absolute best. In terms of misinformation, they are doing a phenomenal job. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, their bot farms are fucking going crazy. Like, every single post that I see with fucking people talking shit about fucking America and Iran and this war and how Israel is bad and how they're killing people and all this other bullshit. Like, every single one of them has 25,000 plus likes. Every single fucking one. Like, it pays to fucking be an asshole. It's just because I had a super long video today, Henry. That's why I'm up early today. As to save face.
We're still gonna go till regular time.
Meanwhile, this is how they're wheeling out their leader, and they're getting bombed into oblivion. All right.
But as you can see, you can't see it on the bottom. But this is like an hour and a half long, a little over. So I wanted to still have some time to play Ghost of Tsushima.
Iran, so this is what they decided to do, because it's not like they could ever win an actual fight against us ever. They are completely and utterly outmatched and outgunned, and I know this is going to be controversial, but it's really fucking good. We're obliterating these retards right now instead of waiting until they actually could put up a fight. That's why I'm...
Yeah, that's why I loved this fucking breaking tweet here that you guys can see. Breaking, Iran has begun lying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, according to CNN report. You know what happened the second that CNN got this report from the Iranian government? We blew up all their fucking mine-laying boats. It's wild. I mean, shit. The second they threatened to lay some mines, we just blew up all their mine boats.
So tired of the retards being like, it was a war of choice. We weren't in any immediate danger. They might not have even been a threat to us for like 5 years.
Oh,
every single person
5
that's objective,
years.
Unless you're an Islamist.
We definitely are.
Want the destruction of America. But unless you're an Islamist, every single person acknowledges that these people inevitably, eventually, would be trying to kill us with nuclear weapons. Complete fact. No one disagrees. This isn't even like up for debate.
Because of the amount of death threats he gets, Henry.
Now, the thing is, they just hate Trump so much that they're trying to push this whole narrative that actually now it's war.
The only difference between me and Nux, I don't care. You want to threaten me? Come do it to my face.
Crimes and it's illegal and shit. There's no such thing. There's no such thing as illegal. All right, that's not real. It's undocumented. This is an undocumented war. Okay.
No one's illegal on stolen land.
Okay, this is the rules. And also, even if it was illegal, you forgot Nux doctrine. That international law is actually fake and gay. All right? We are the world superpower, and therefore we are international
Nux also has a lot more to lose than I do.
law. No, we do not need to wait until these motherfuckers develop nuclear weapons are an actual threat to us, and they'll leave.
What do I got to lose? My life. I ain't got much else. Guys, I'm pretty fucking broke. I smoke a lot of weed. As cheaply as I possibly can. I just got this stuff. Got some new resin by Burst. It's actually pretty tasty. Flavor infused. This is wild cherry. But it's pretty tasty. But it's cheap. It's not as good. That's why I cough as much as I do.
And we have to figure out ways to actually fight with them. Absolutely not. We kill them when they're weak. All right? This is a war.
Glad he's got it. You can't kill me. That's what's in here. It's my fucking reincarnation. I'll never actually have a baby because I'm a guy. Guys can't do that. But I am fat because my reincarnation is waiting for if I have to be reborn. It's like a phoenix. Male phoenixes lay an egg when they die because they rehatch from their own ashes. So technically, I'm just asexual. I'm like a frog, you guys.
An existential battle. And in fact, look how dirty they're actually playing.
No,
You
I'm a
think that
guy.
People that are just going to start laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz, they're
If you could not tell, Maya, I am definitely a guy. A male. Males cannot get pregnant. It is a medical impossibility.
not going to actually want to kill us, you know, when they directly state their ambition and goal is to kill us.
You're looking at proof. This doesn't come off, guys. It's not a fucking wig. This is attached to my face. You've watched me grow it. Are we really going to play this game now? Really?
That's why all these people are actual pussies and retarded. Now, absolutely, we need to fucking kill these guys efficiently, immediately, before they have the ability to
Like 6 months into streaming, you guys have watched me grow hair on my face.
fight back. Absolutely. The lib-cucked era of pussificated retards that are actually, we have a whole bureaucratic process that we need to follow before we kill terrorists that are directly trying to kill
No.
us. Nope, don't care. Fuck you. We could just do things, actually. Iran beyond laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz. This is a...
One, while I'm not sure if it's illegal, it should be. I don't know if it's strictly against my terms of service, but it should be if it's not. So, no, I will not be doing that. Okay, if that's what you want to choose to believe.
river next to them where basically 20% of the world's energy
Just means my earlier stipulation that the entire fucking general population of people is retarded.
goes through this little sea. And this, for those counting, is not only a war crime, but it's an act of terrorism. All right? It unironically is. Rubio realizing he has to clear mind in the Strait of Hormuz. God, I love the Rubio memes. They're insane.
They are great.
So Donald Trump made an immediate statement about this. And he honestly cooked a lot.
I do have
If
big
Iran
boobs
has
because
put
I drink a
any
lot
mine in the Hormuz
of
Strait
sugary
and we have
fucking
no
coffee.
reports of them doing so, we want them removed immediately. Uh-oh. If, for any reason, mines were placed and they are not being removed forthwith, the military consequences to Iran will be at a level never seen before. If, on the other hand, they remove what may have been placed, will be a giant step in the right direction. Additionally, we are using the same technology and missile capabilities deployed against drug traffickers to permanently eliminate any boat or ship attempting to mine the Hormuz Strait. They will be dealt with swiftly and quickly and violently. Beware, President Donald J. Trump. Thank you for your attention. No matter, you're also gay. Man,
I
calling
love
a
our
retarded
president, you guys.
Islamist gay is my new favorite super weapon. It's like Islamic kryptonite. Is you just call them gay, they immediately shrivel. That's epic foreshadowing. Anyway, so President Trump made a follow-up to that tweet. I am pleased to report that in the last few hours we have hit and completely destroyed 10 inactive mine-laying boats or ships, with more to follow, President Donald J. Trump. So, again, they're literally putting mines in a random sea to blow up random fishermen or random oil tankers that might be
Greatest
passing
president
through. The
on
world is
the
silent.
earth.
The UN is silent. All right, every one of these
Ever.
countries that condemned us for actually taking action, literally to defend ourselves by taking out these terrorists that condemned us, complete and utter silence, that Iran was flooding the Strait of Hormuz with mines, dude, to blow up random commercial boats. Understand the paradigm we're dealing with and the double standard here. We took out a terrorist that was responsible for 2 attempted assassinations on Donald Trump, as well as responsible for declaring war on us, as well as responsible for the deaths of millions, including tens of thousands of their own people and thousands of our people. We took out this terrorist who was directly planning to develop nuclear weapons and intercontinental ballistic missiles to strike us in our homeland. We were condemned by the entire libbed, cucked world. The entire world of the Eurocucks and the fucking retards and the pussified liberals.
Okay.
They all immediately condemn us.
Don't care. You know what's crazy? We have all these people condemning us, but even CNN has to admit that, like, more than half the country is for this. Like, I don't know what to tell you guys. Like, it's almost like they're not people from America. It's fucking wild.
These guys literally flooded the Strait of Hormuz with mines. Dead silence. And we obliterated their entire navy, by the way. So, just to understand, we obliterated their navy, and then we obliterated an entire new layer of boats that might even be used to be putting landmines there. You hear that, Iran? The bombing will continue until morale improves. You wanted to wage war on us? We literally confiscated your navy. You wanted to lay mines? We confiscated all water vessels. All right? You want to try something else now, motherfuckers? All right. So anyway, I am pleased to report within the last few hours, we destroyed 10 inactive mine-laying boats. And Pete Hegseth responded at the direction of President Trump. CENTCOM has been eliminating inactive mine-laying vessels in the Strait of Hormuz, wiping them out with ruthless precision. We will not allow terrorists to hold the Strait of Hormuz hostage. To the weakened Iranian...
War is bad. And that's also true. Innocent people are going to be affected. But most of the innocent people are staying inside and watching the fireworks with glee. There are very few people in Iran that aren't getting bombed that aren't okay with this. Like, I don't know how many of you guys need to hear this, but this actual Iranian government, we won't even call it a regime because people have said that's just to dehumanize them. Like, no, it's a government. It's a fucking radical Islam government that hates their own people and has been fucking systematically fucking killing them for the last fucking month and a half for protesting them. Do you know what would happen if the U.S. government opened fire with live rounds on a fucking protest? Like, that's what the Iranian government has been doing for a month, you guys. Can you imagine the fucking backlash and fucking investigations and fucking all the fucking shit that would be going on if a U.S. fucking protest ended up in fucking live fire? Like, it has happened once before in U.S. history. I actually watched a video about it from Simon about the Kent State massacre. It's actually really interesting. Fucking wild and tragic, but very interesting. So, like, it has happened before. And people went to jail for it because they murdered people. Like, these people are doing it and they think that they can just get away with it. And no, they can't. Like, casino, knock it off.
Regime, you have officially been put on notice. It's like, these retards put one mine in the water, immediately lose all their boats. It's honestly incredible how overpowered we actually are. Thank God. May we continue to bring God's divine justice to these retards. Amen. Anyway, breaking. President Trump confirms the U.S. military obliterated 10 inactive mine-laying ships.
We have some important breaking news, and that is that CNN is learning Iran has begun laying mines in the Strait of Hormuz.
This is insane, by the way.
This is according to 2 people familiar with the matter. It's another major complication as the world's top oil exporter warns there could be, quote, catastrophic consequences for oil markets if the conflict keeps disrupting ship and oil tanker traffic through the strait. He says beyond upending shipping and insurance, the ongoing disruption.
Over the course of the last 24 to 36 hours, we did have 3 ships that have been impacted by this, fired upon. to varying degrees of damage. I believe one was incapacitated. 2 took minor damage, and 1 took severe damage.
Could snowball, threatening aviation, agriculture, and other industries.
But that appears to have been airstrikes, not mines.
A short time ago, the White House repeated President Trump's promise to provide government-backed insurance as well as naval escorts to keep tankers moving. So far, those shipping companies are resisting traveling through the region while the fighting goes on. Let's talk about
kind of understandable, I'm not gonna lie. Well, anyway, insane shit. Just in, Iranian parliament speaker says an oil tanker crossed the Strait of Hormuz escorted by U.S. Navy ships, maybe on PlayStation. What? So everyone was like, huh? This is not a real tweet. It is. It actually is a real tweet. This is literally from this fucker. All right? No way to take it across the Strait of Hormuz, maybe a PlayStation. I don't know exactly what was going through his head, but he tried. He tried to release something diabolical. Now, something insane that did happen.
Yeah, here's the one.
Struck a Thai ship attempting to pass the Strait of Hormuz. This is unbelievable acts of terror. These are like actually psychotic, vicious terrorists. Like, we're not exaggerating here. This is insane shit. Bombing random Thailand vessels? Are you serious, dude? What are you doing, bros? That's the 18th country they've attacked since the war started. And for some reason...
And if you looked at that close up, well, you can't really see it with me down here, but it's right here. It's where you can see the metal pushed out, so it definitely came from the top down, and that's why the metal's blown out like it is.
The international community of retards and communists are telling me that
so
we are actually the bad guys. And dude, this
despite
is
what you might have heard from the news.
Why should we wait until they're so much stronger and actually a threat to get involved? Imagine how much destruction they'd bring not only to us, but to everyone. That's why, honestly, peace through strength is so much better than wars through weakness. A lesser man would have waited until the threat was so insurmountable it would have been an unbearable conflict. And every other political commentator, in my opinion, that's not willing to acknowledge this very obvious reality that this was an inevitable conflict that we're doing now efficiently, now while they're weak, is honestly, I think they're compromised. They're either compromised, they're paid, or they're just retarded. Like, it has to be one.
It's one of the three.
We would go to war with these fuckers. It's completely inevitable, and we might as well...
Like I said, if you're saying that Adolf Hitler was better than Bibi Netanyahu, you're either retarded or a bot.
Do it when they're at their weakest instead of at their strongest. Breaking oil storage facilities in Oman being bombed. So now they're just fucking bombing everyone, going absolute insanity. Just in, Iran says it now considers U.S.
Oh yeah, Henry. I talked about it earlier. You weren't here yet. One of the guys that I follow on X did a poll. Would you vote for Bibi Netanyahu or Hitler? And 80% chose Hitler over Bibi Netanyahu. The 80% of people think Bibi Netanyahu is more evil than Hitler.
Company infrastructure, legitimate targets, including belonging to Microsoft.
They're either retarded or they're bots. It's one or the other. Exactly, Next. I'm right there with you. So, like, they're either bots or they're retards.
Palantir, Google, Oracle, Nvidia, IBM. Now, a lot of people think this is, like, really big news. Like, oh my god, they're going to start striking random U.S. companies? This is not big news. You know why? Because they've been striking civilians since this war actually started. Anyone that's been paying any attention to anything here at all knows they've struck hotels in Dubai, bro. They've been blowing up festivals in Riyadh. All right? They've been attacking every country around them. They're attacking civilians in Israel every single day. The soldiers that we did lose in this conflict so far were killed while they were off duty, literally in Bahrain. To anyone paying attention, this threat means nothing. And this was Trump just moments ago. Oh boy.
In Iraqi parliament, few days, members slogan, date to America, date to Israel. What is your response to them? What is your message for Iraqi government? What did he say? In Iraqi parliament, slogan, date of America, date of Israel. Member of the parliament.
Death to America, death to Israel. What's your response?
That's not a nice question.
Yeah, all right. So, you know, people in the Iraqi people are also doing this.
That's not a nice question. What's your response? Good luck? I don't know. The fuck you want us to say? Like, sorry? Nah.
Shit, I mean, nothing new under the sun, you know what I'm saying? So this is CENTCOM. CENTCOM is giving us an update on the actual battle. So we're gonna look into this before I show you all the third worlders crashing out on the timeline.
Yay!
I'm Admiral Brad Cooper here at United
Hi,
States
Admiral
Central
Brad
Command,
Cooper.
where I'm leading the forces executing Operation Epic Fury. First, I
Sweet.
want you to know that we continue to keep the families of our fallen heroes and our wounded teammates in our thoughts and prayers.
Always.
I'd also like to acknowledge and thank the families.
We did have a 7th serviceman succumb to his injuries. I didn't release the name of that one. He's from Kentucky, though. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and I don't want to go search for it. I'm sorry. But, yeah, we did have a 7th one succumb over the weekend.
Families of the 50,000 American servicemen and women deployed in and around the Middle East. I'm grateful for your
God
selfless
bless them.
sacrifice,
Heroes.
and I know that Americans across the country
All of them.
hold you in their hearts.
True.
Let me start by offering my overall assessment of Operation Epic Fury.
True Americans
In
do.
short, U.S. forces continue delivering devastating combat power against
Yeah,
the
they
Iranian
do.
regime. I've said this before, but it bears repeating. U.S. combat power is building, Iranian combat power is declining. And we remain
Sounds good to me.
centered on very clear military objectives in eliminating Iran's ability to project power against Americans and against its neighbors. Every day, we're striking hard at Iranian ballistic missile and drones. To date, we have struck more than 5,500 targets inside Iran,
boy.
including more than
Oh
60
my
ships
God.
using a variety of precision weapon systems. Just yesterday, we had strike waves nearly every hour from different locations and directions going into Iran.
So pretty.
We also took out the last of 4 Soleimani-class warships. That's an entire class of Iranian ships now out of the fight.
Oh, that's so
I'd
cool.
characterize our strikes as being unpredictable,
I would love to, too. I'm way too fat now, but... one day it'd be awesome.
dynamic, and decisive.
All right.
Since the first
Kill them.
24 hours of this
Ace.
campaign, Iranian ballistic missile and drone attacks have dropped drastically. But it's worth pointing out that Iranian forces continue to deliberately target innocent civilians in Gulf
Yep.
countries while hiding behind their own people as they launch attacks from highly populated
You're so funny, Henry.
cities in Iran.
Yep.
Of course, forces executing
You mean to tell me they're terrorists?
Operation Epic Fury aren't just defending against Iranian threats, we are methodically dismantling them by hitting Iranian missiles and drones, as we also strike their defense industrial base. Just last night, our bomber force hit a large ballistic missile manufacturing facility, as an example. So it's not just about what's shooting at us today, it's also about eliminating the threat in the
Good.
future.
Ace.
Now, let me show you a few of the results from the
I see a lot of people being like, oh, it's so sad there's all this death. Guys, killing terrorists is a good thing. All right, we have to stop being retarded about this. All right, they're trying to kill us. We kill them before they kill us. Do it with a smile on your face. All right, take some solace in the fact that these terrorists are in hell now. All right, capital W.
tremendous efforts by America's joint force. Here, you see an
Yeah, I've been telling you guys, the only good terrorist is a dead one. If he's not dead, poke him or hit him with a stick until he is.
Iranian Jamaran-class
Yeah,
warship,
I
a
see
large
it.
patrol ship,
I see
a
it.
drone
Uh-huh.
smuggling
It's large.
vessel, and 4 other surface combatants docked at Chabahar port
I
in the
see
Gulf
them.
of Oman the
Yeah.
day before we launched Operation Epic Fury. Here's the same pier 4 days later, all ships taken out of action.
What happened
And
to
there's
them?
part
Where's
of
the-
one of them.
Bayandar-class surface ship was hit and rolled on its side. Here's another example.
Oh,
Here you see 2 Iranian surface combatants
This is like the Instagram filters. You see
Oh,
the
my-
girl, you know, before weight
I
loss,
love
after
Admiral
weight
Cooper.
loss. It's like
He's
just
great.
that, just with the Iranians military.
docked at an Iranian naval base near the Strait of Hormuz, just hours into the campaign.
Please have pieces left.
And here's
Yes!
what they look like 3 days
Oh
later,
my
engulfed
God,
in
dude.
flames after we struck them with a precision weapon. For years,
This is so pretty, you guys. So pretty. Enemies of America, beware, bitches.
the Iranian regime has threatened commercial shipping and U.S. forces in international waters. Our mission is to end their ability to project power and harass shipping in the Strait of Hormuz.
Cool.
From the air, we've achieved a concentration of air power with back-to-back waves of advanced fighters creating constant pressure
Love that.
on the enemy
Base.
every single day. Our dominance is not a solo effort, it's a testament to the strength of our ironclad alliances.
God damn.
We continue to coordinate
All right, chat. What do you prefer? Do you prefer your tax dollars going to?
How pissed off will you guys be if I get a Star of David right here in my neck? You guys get mad at me? Maybe I'll put it on this side so you guys can see it all the time. I'll get a Star of David right here, and a cross right. Oh, I got a big cross right here though. Like, yeah, I don't think I need another giant cross, do I? I think my one's big enough. But maybe I'll get a Star of David right here.
Pay for these jets killing terrorists.
I'm accepting donations now.
Or Somali leering centers. Right? The choice is yours.
Closely and effectively with Israel in this very large operation. And we are
I'll make sure it's big enough. You guys just have to help fund it.
also coordinating and serving side by side with all of our partners in the Middle East. We're on a path to eliminating Iran's ability to threaten Americans and our friends, and we're achieving this through a combination of lethality, precision, and rapid innovation. Let me highlight a few examples, at least the ones that aren't classified, of how we are achieving lethal effects in entirely new ways. First,
this dude is literally like, yo, we have 3 Guinness Book World Records in new and effective ways to kill terrorists. God, I love our country, man. God bless America.
Warfighters are leveraging a variety of advanced AI tools.
Boss, bro.
These systems help us sift through vast amounts
At Grok, blow up that boat.
of data in seconds, so our leaders can cut through the noise and make smarter decisions faster than the enemy can react. Humans will always make final decisions on what to shoot and what not to shoot. And when
This is my AI girlfriend. She blows up terrorists. What does your AI girlfriend do?
when to shoot, but advanced AI tools can turn processes.
It would be pretty nice, Henry. I'm not gonna lie. I tried to join the military when I was younger. I almost did too.
That used to take hours and sometimes even days into seconds. I continue to be impressed with all the branches of the U.S. military. The entire team is performing
On more than
superbly.
one
We
occasion.
have activated AI sleeper agents into Iranian civilization. The goats that are raped tell us exactly who the rapist is, and we eliminate them.
Strike operations from our joint force continue, as I've said. I assess that we
First time they rejected me based on my knee. It wasn't strong enough. And then the second time it was because of my record.
are clearly exercising air superiority over vast
I noticed.
swaths of Iran.
Yeah, I noticed.
We have
I
the
noticed,
most
bro.
integrated air defense
I saw
umbrella
that.
in
That
the
was
Middle
sick.
East, and our defensive operations from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Space Force teams are performing magnificently.
Space Force, you mean the thing that the Democrats told us was a waste of money and we shouldn't do? Instead, we should give money to Somali leering centers?
Every
Yeah, I
boy
heard that.
does, Zaobao.
A note about the Space
You
Force.
probably did too.
Our space superiority has been a
What?
critical enabler to this fight.
Oh, that's insane.
Unseen by the world.
That is the craziest fucking phrase I've ever heard in my life. Right, you got these fucking Iranians with like slingshots and shit. Right, you got this Iranian dude with like holding a.
And then, oh my god, guys, I just saw this morning there was a rapper with an AK. He couldn't even fucking load the magazine. Couldn't even get the fucking thing in. It was fucking hilarious. He's sitting there on a fucking live stream just trying to fucking get the clip in. Oh man, it's so fucking hilarious.
RPG riding on a camel, and we have literal satellites zapping them from orbit.
The Space Force is doing two things. First, they're degrading Iranian capability, and second, they're helping to protect American forces. And I'll have to leave it right there. All told,
Yeah,
despite
that's
this
all we're
incredible
gonna tell you.
progress, make no mistake, we remain highly vigilant.
Good.
And I just could not be prouder of our Operation Epic Fury team, and I know the American people shared that same pride.
And they should be. And every one of these demoralizing American retards that's trying their absolute best to be like, actually, I'm a fat communist with a nose ring from California, and I have to say I support Iran. Fuck you, and fuck your fat nose ring ass. Alright? I don't like you, bro. Shut
Pretty
the
base
shit
nuts
up.
right there.
And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. Our troops are amazing. They're putting
Yeah, they
their lives
are.
on the line to defend our country.
Uh-huh.
And quite literally, they're heroes. And this
Sure are.
demoralization campaign that's being tried so hard is a psyop that will fail. And every single person in the future will look back, you're going to see. You'll look back and be like, damn, that's awesome. All right? It was awesome that we did this, and we didn't wait until they were an actual threat. Hopefully, we will never need to actually know how dangerous they'll ever become. But we are living in a weak-ass generation of pussies that quite literally, in my opinion, are so naive, all right, that they're taught that racism bad, and therefore all cultures are equal. They would never want to hurt us. Yeah, all right. Okay, all right. You know what? Shut the fuck up. You're going to celebrate the assassination of Charlie Kirk and you're going to mourn Ayatollah Khomeini? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Your boos mean nothing. I've seen what makes you cheer. Anyway, it got a lot hairier. So it turns out Marco Rubio is now the odds favorite to win the 2028 presidency. I know this came out of
I'm still
nowhere,
voting for JD,
unless,
damn it.
you know, you include me.
Hey, Alice. All right, I can finally close that. No longer have to be my own moderator. All right. Yeah, I saw this, but I'm still voting for JD. Fuck that. JD is first. Rubio is next. Rubio can be his vice president. Like, calm the fuck down, everybody.
Who's been saying this for a while, saying that Marco Rubio is by far the best candidate in both parties to be the next president of the United States.
You know what would be kind of funny, though? Like, if we got a Cuban president before we got a woman president. Like, that'd be pretty fucking hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that would be pretty good. Even in America, a Cuban can be president before you can be a president of Cuba.
And quite literally, he's actually the front runner right now. 19% Rubio, 18% Newsom, 18% Vance. And that's insane. I've been pushing Rubio.
JD is fucking awesome, and he was an ex-Marine, so shut your face.
From the get-go. I still think a JDV 48, I'm not against it, but dude, Rubio, my guy has been killing it lately. Insane. Levels of precision and just honestly clarity. Now, the retards are having the worst days of their life. All of their favorite terrorists are dying, and therefore, they are using their little modicum of power in the United States to push their Islamist agendas. Take Chunky Unger over here, uncle of Hassan Piker, known for raping his dog with electricity. I guess he was at a goat. Holy shit, they just released the number of U.S. troops injured in the war so far. 150! Number they gave before was 7 dead, 8 injured, so they were definitely hiding these numbers. All right, now just remember this. We'll debunk him in a second, don't worry, because he's retarded. And he is literally a propagandist. He is literally a foreign operative, and he needs to get deported. Why? This war is unpopular and unnecessary. First of all, you're retarded. It's A, not unpopular. 94% of MAGA supports this war. And B, it's not unnecessary. These were terrorists that were quite literally trying to kill us and have killed us. And this was a complete...
Now, and I'm also going to be completely fucking honest with you guys. Nux might get here, but I'm going to get here first. So, sorry, Nux, if I fucking beat you to the punch. Of these 150... at least 130 of them were basic nothing bitch fucking injuries. But because it happened during a fucking missile strike, they got sent to the infirmary to get fucking checked out. Okay? Like, yes, they were deemed injuries because the people ended up in the infirmary. But of the 150 injured, 135 of them got put back to service already in less than 24 hours because they were fine. They just had to go get checked out at infirmary because they're fucking soldiers that need to be at the top of their performance, so they needed to go get checked out. So they were put down on the injury list. Hell, they might even receive Purple Hearts for it.
Necessary war. The timing is questionable. And in my opinion, you obliterate fucking terrorists when they're not able to fight back. That's right. Absolutely. You fight dirty. You fight to win. Honor is for pussies. This isn't a duel. This isn't some sort of combat ceremony. It's not trial by combat. All right. Get out of here, bro. You fucking
that would be kind of
obliterate
cool,
them when they can't fight back. And then he hits you with they didn't want you to see the full true scale of the damage. All right, so essentially, this dude is making up this whole thing that there's 150 injuries for the U.S. troops, and the Americans are covering it up to drive morale for an unpopular war. But if you actually look into it even a little bit, approximately 140 injured, 108 already returned to duty. They were minor injuries. All right, my guy, getting a bruise counts as a minor injury. So if these are the numbers that you're using, that's insane. The 8 injured that America actually reported are the 8 that were severely injured, which was reported. So, again, here we have Chunk Unger doing his absolute best to basically, essentially, act as a propaganda agent for the Islamic terrorists that have been raping their own people and goats for 47 years. To be clear, no one is really surprised about this, because this was an old clip from Cenk where he was
it is
advocating
unpopular,
for the
Michael, 'cause I don't
legalization
agree
of
with you.
bestiality.
I believe that I am going. If I were the benevolent dictator of the world,
which you never will be, thank God.
Legalize bestiality where you are giving. You are pleasuring the animal. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
No.
No one sees what you're saying, Chunk. We all know you want to rape animals. What do you want me to say, bro? I guess some cultures really are inferior. Then I wonder why these people's fan bases all send me death threats. Oh, God. I'm never going to stop, though. Never fear.
Yeah. Sorry, Michael.
Now, another Islamist retard chill Sneeko has been having possibly the worst day of his life. This must be the first ever American war where the entire country wants the enemy to win. No, motherfucker, that's just you and your Islamist buddies. Even the Americans that are unhappy with this war, that are against the idea that Trump went to war, none of them want Iran to win. And
well, that's not entirely true. His other best friend, Sneeko's other best friend, what's his name? Nick Fuentes, the fucking little leprechaun. He wants Iran to win now too, because his check cleared. Oh, I really need Iran to start paying. Or not Iran, Israel. Israel, pay me! Please pay me! I already like you! Give me money!
by the way, Iran winning means that we lose 50,000 soldiers. Trillions of dollars, and nothing could stop Iran from developing a nuclear weapon to literally attack us with a nuke. That's what Iran wins mean. Also, they're never going to win. They've been completely flattened, and it's honestly just propaganda that the
well, not
Islamists are
completely,
pushing out,
but
like
it's
the
getting
AI
there.
slop videos that are trying to convince you that they're not getting thrashed in the field. They got thrashed so hard they now have a cardboard Ayatollah, bro. Aside from Islamists, who, by the way, are making a really good case for why they should all be deported.
Yeah.
No one is rooting for the enemy. No one wants the enemy to win. The country's split, let's say, on
Nick
whether
does.
they agree with this war. However, even the people that don't agree with this war don't want 50,000 Americans to get slaughtered by terrorist goat-fucking pedophiles.
Again,
Sneeko,
Nick
you're
does.
an enemy of America, and you should be denaturalized and deported. Also, congratulations on getting 25,000 people in Pakistan to agree with you.
Yeah,
Anywho,
for real.
bro's been...
It's amazing how they all have
propaganda outlet.
25,000 likes.
Honestly, some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Tel Aviv starting to look like Gaza. I assume he means that Tel Aviv is getting bombed a lot by Iran.
Another 25,000
But the
likes.
reality is that is just completely unfounded. Source, I made it up. The ultimate Palestinian defense mechanism. I'm sorry, your propaganda has been declined. Literally no one is buying it. Retarded gay Sneeko. Did you just take both pills? True. Alright, then they're posting photos of Tel Aviv in ruins. Community note. The collage shows AI-generated images of destruction, not authentic.
Oh, that was a good
Recent
meme.
Iranian strikes caused very limited
I've got to go find that fucking meme. That was great.
damage. Yeah, we know. He's getting murdered in his replies. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So basically what he's doing by saying this tweet that Tel Aviv looks like Gaza, essentially what he's admitting is that there was never a genocide in Gaza, I guess. Anywho, he's been posting this in memory of the victims of Epstein's Island, Iran, because it says in Arabic, in memory of the victims of Epstein's Island. Now, this is obviously an AI image. Has been confirmed many times.
Yeah.
But dog, the victims of Epstein's Island, under Sharia law, Epstein did nothing wrong. You're allowed to take sex slaves of other religions, according to Islam. What are you talking about? You're allowed to marry 9-year-olds, according to Islam. In Iran, it was legalized. Marrying 9-year-olds was legalized in Iran, under Ayatollah Khamenei. My guy, you're defending the Epstein regime, my dude. All right. Now, the biggest twist of all this is Andrew Tate, another one of these Muslim influencer guys. He decided to come out with this 5-minute long, brutal
This fucker
video,
is so
basically
fucking
calling
insufferable.
Sneeko a closet homosexual.
So it seems he's got himself...
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know I'm not fucking all that much fun to talk to. But fuck, you like listening to this guy? Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
exposed, and all these revelations are going to come to light. So I'm going to
Like, he even sounds like he's got a fucking dildo up his ass, like when he's talking.
tell you a very factual story. I'm not Gossip Girl. I'm
See,
not here to
you hear it,
insult
right?
anyone.
Do you guys hear it? Like when he's talking, like it sounds like there's literally a vibrator going off on up his ass.
I have no personal vendetta
Yeah, he
against
does.
anybody.
Yeah,
I'm
he
not
does.
mad at anyone who's ever insulted me. I'm just a guy. And I'm just here to tell the version of the story as I lived it. I'm just here to tell the truth. That's it. I'm just going to tell you some facts. A few years ago, there was a streamer, I think everybody knows who I'm talking about, who was obsessed with
Sneeko.
me. If I got a girl's number on Fresh and Fit, he tried to do the same thing. Every single thing I did, he copied verbatim. He tried to be me, literally be me. He was obsessed with me.
He's
and
right.
I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out
The guy actually converted to Islam. Sneeko converted to Islam because he wanted Andrew Tate to be proud of him. I'm not exaggerating. That's how pathetic this guy is.
to be a homosexual obsession.
That is
He came
pretty sad.
to Romania with two people who I respect very much.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about being Jewish, not just for Nux, but just because of the amount of hate that Jews get. But then I realized they don't eat shellfish, and then I was like, I'm out. Because, like, I love shellfish. Like, fuck, I cannot stop eating shrimp, you guys. I'm sorry.
Myron and Fresh, great guys.
If God did not want us to eat shrimp, he shouldn't have made them so fucking tasty.
They managed to convince me to allow him to come. He came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this
coming from you
thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that.
You're gay.
And then he started saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay?
No, you're
and then
gay.
I realized he was coming on to me.
Yeah, so anyway, it's this 5-minute long, brutal video where he calls him gay for like 5 minutes straight. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. Obviously,
It's two gay retards fighting casino. Like, that's basically the gist of it. Like, for some reason, Nux finds it entertaining. I just find it stupid. But it's a couple minutes out of a 2-hour fucking video. So, oh well.
in Islam, you execute gay people, and Sneeko is essentially the new face of Western Islam. This is the face of the homosexual jihadists that are coming to you at night. Now, you probably think this is an AI image. It is not an AI image. He used to actually do gay photo shoots, like gay porn photo shoots. Now, I'm gonna tell you a secret here, okay? All right? Someone that's not gay never questioned it, ever. Never. Like, I'm not trying to shatter Sneeko's mind here, but no one that's not gay is like, yo, maybe I'm gay. No. If you have to think about it, that hard, you're gay. So yes, this is a real photo for a real time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys. If you've ever thought about it to the point where you've like literally spoken to another person about whether or not you could be gay, you might just be gay. Like, I'm sorry to have to burst your bubble. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. Like, if you're gay, you're gay. It's just the way it is. But, like, just be you, man.
During Sneeko's life. And Sneeko is losing his mind that he's getting exposed.
Oh my god, he looks like he's crying. He looks like he's crying. The only time I've ever gotten this pissed is at a fucking video game, you guys. You guys who've seen me this pissed at fucking Battlefield, but that's as far as that shit goes. Like, I've never been this pissed off at another fucking human being in my life. And I have fucking been wrongfully accused of fucking committing crimes before.
Cortisol spike.
Cortisol spike.
That's what Mossad
Oh my god, he is such a faggot.
wants. That's what they want. They want me. They're trying to ruin my life, so I crash.
Mossad
This is the gayest fucking little Muslim ever.
is ruining his life.
Oh yeah, it's so totally unpopular, Easton. Right. Yeah, that's unpopular. Are you on crack, Easton? Have you been smoking zip hypo? Like, is that what's wrong with you today?
Out and I can't stream. They can't beat my arguments, so they're trying to ruin my life.
They can't beat his arguments. He just
His arguments
debate
of
that I
what?
covered in my previous video where he was getting slaughtered in a debate.
Oh yeah, Nick Mattel fucking kicked that douche's ass! I still have to finish watching a fucking debate. Apparently he fucking, like, stormed off and quit.
Dude literally had the gall to say Muslims never killed Jews in a debate. It was immediately shut down.
Not great. Like you guys see it 4K, right?
You guys see it in 4K that the Mossad is trying to ruin my life. Andrew Tate.
I can see that he's definitely thinking about penises in his mouth.
Guy who's anti-Israel, by the way, is totally on the payroll of the Mossad, that the Mossad is trying to ruin my life by tricking people into thinking I'm gay. That's right. The Mossad turned Sneeko into a homosexual to ruin his career. Honestly, some of the greatest shit I've ever seen. And this is Sneeko basically admitting that he was gay.
I know what he's going to bring up. I already know what the tactic is to be. These people are easy to read.
I
didn't want to address it on stream. I want to address it before.
That's why you had this conversation with him.
What he's going to do, he's going to bring up.
If these people are so easy to read, why and the fuck would you have a conversation about being gay with them if you think they're gonna, if you know that they're the type of person that's gonna use it against you? You realize how retarded that sounds, you dumbass? Like, the argument in itself is just stupid.
Clips from a podcast from like 5-6 years ago where I was a stand-up comedian at the time, and we were joking, and on streams joking about like, oh, have you ever thought about being gay? Yeah, it's a joke. The other one, there's fake pictures going around.
Bro literally did gay porn photo shoots as a joke.
Oh, shit.
Sneeko, ladies and gentlemen, everyone's new favorite homosexual jihadist. No one saw this coming. And the clips of, like, the old clips of this dude kept coming out, and he is having the worst day of his life.
Have you ever looked at a person of the same sex and felt attracted in a sexual way?
Are you serious?
I'm gonna say, chat, we're being honest.
Bro.
We're being honest.
Bro.
It's happened. And then...
Yeah, he's gay.
Now he's really trying... It's over, dude.
This dude is gay.
You're gay. You're gay. Based
At the
Muslim
very least, this
influencer.
dude is
You're
bi.
Gay.
And you're not, bro, you're fucking lying. Thank you for the 10, Jude. I'm gonna do more advice in the future. You're lying if you've never had that thought while looking at someone of the same sex and be like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I have never been attracted to someone of the same sex.
I'm not gonna lie. I have come up behind a person on a bike, and they have looked like a woman from behind, and I have checked out their ass. And I have felt disgusting to the point of almost puking when I realized that they were not a woman whose ass I was just admiring. Okay? So, it happens. But, like, it's not intentional, but, like, there are some fucking, like, hey, you shoot enough estrogen into a fucking dude, like, they start looking like girls, too. Like, some of them fucking trannies are hard to fucking tell, you guys.
Literally never. I don't have to think about it at all. It's the most obvious answer in the universe. I'm straight. I'm only attracted to women. I'm not attracted to men. I've never been attracted to any man. Duh, obviously, because I'm not gay.
It's not controversial. It's fucking disgusting.
Sneeko, on the other hand, now he's doing this whole making believe everyone else is a crazy one. All right, bro. Yeah, everyone else is crazy.
Yeah.
Sure, obviously. Now, speaking of Sneeko, who's talking about how Iran is fighting for the victims of Epstein, let's see what this kind woman had to say. This is an Iranian.
Så hade ju inte Khamenei behövt dömas för pedofili eftersom han har legaliserat barnäktenskap.
Yeah, I'll help here. Pedophilia is legal in the Islamic Republic of Iran.
She said.
Little girls married off to adult men. We tried to raise awareness on International Women's Day, but the feminists completely ignored it. I wonder why.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
For some reason, the feminists are in bed with the jihadists, and they're collabing to destroy Western civilization. Now, again, more of these guys keep doing this.
You're rooting for Iran
Keep it in your
to
pants,
survive.
Henry.
No. What? No.
Iran is fighting for all the goyim here because it's the open-ended question is, does Israel control the whole world?
What?
If Iran vetoes that, then the answer is no. If Iran falls, then the answer is yes.
Dude, what are we even doing here, man? Are you serious? Dude is rooting
People
for Iran
actually
over
view
the United
him as
States
a
of America,
political fucking
because if Iran
figure.
falls, then Israel controls the universe. Dog, what are you even supposed to do, bro? Like, we have these misinformation, demoralization agents freaking everywhere, and they're pushing this gigantic psyop as to why you're not supposed to be happy that we're
He's
killing
fucking
terrorists
crazy.
that are trying to kill us. And some retards are actually falling for this slop. It's unbelievable. Tucker Carlson's another one. Every single instance throughout all of history is literally manipulated just to fit his agenda these days.
You know, people would say, oh, Roosevelt knew that the Japanese were going to attack Oahu in December of 1941. I was like, you must be crazy. Well, it turns out that's true.
No, there is no evidence that Roosevelt knew that Japan was going to bomb Pearl Harbor and let it happen anyway as an excuse to nuke them, all right? No. Well, don't just say that's true, like it's confirmed. It's not confirmed at all, all right? So this is him saying that Pearl Harbor was obviously not a sneak attack.
No, there's actually been multiple videos made about
flag operation done by the United States. That's what his first statement was.
There is no way.
Follow-up.
1941, when we got into the war, when Roosevelt allowed Pearl Harbor to happen, which he did.
All right, so
that's a lie. He is for real, but he's also stupid. So, we were still in active negotiations for a renewed treaty with Japan when Japan attacked. So, what was happening during that time? We had actually cut off oil delivery to Japan, which is what we were using to choke them down into submission so that they wouldn't attack China and other places like they were, because they were expanding into Asia during World War II. At the beginning part, they had taken Manchuria and they were pushing into China. But so we were fighting them with oil, and we were slowly choking out their use of oil. So they decided to strike us first in what they thought would be a blitz attack, completely annihilate the Pacific Fleet, and then force us into submission the other way. That was basically their plan, and it did not work.
That's another clip of Tucker Carlson establishing that Roosevelt allowed Japan to bomb Pearl Harbor as an excuse to go to war.
But we were still in active negotiations with the Japanese parliament when it happened, and we knew an attack. We had intelligence saying that there was an imminent attack, but we had no idea where. There were a lot of experts that actually thought we were going to be attacked at Alaska, not at Pearl, because we had a lot of defenses at Pearl. We didn't have as many defenses in Alaska along the Bering Strait. So they deemed it to be a more likely target because of the easier, the more likelihood of success for an attack, which they did end up attacking there, and they lost there too.
Not exact. I'm not putting words in his mouth. That's exactly what he said.
We knew to the morning that Pearl Harbor was going to get attacked.
It's clear there was foreknowledge.
So he says, of course.
Of Pearl Harbor.
All right, foreknowledge of Pearl Harbor. This is a long-standing position of his.
It's also a lie.
Foreknowledge of Pearl Harbor. It was not a sneak attack. It was absolutely coordinated and planned by the higher-ups in America as an excuse to go to war.
It's just absolutely clear. But if it ever emerges that our diplomatic efforts with Iran, both in February of this year and in June of last year, were fake, and they were designed to lull the Iranians into a false sense of security so we could launch a sneak attack on them, how is that better than Pearl Harbor? How is that...
Excuse me, what? How is that better than what?
Better than any dishonorable sneak attack in history. Of course, it's not.
So, again, Tucker Carlson is now calling us our honor into question, all right? Because it is dishonorable to attack.
In June of last year, he gave them 60 days. After 60 days, he attacked them. Day 61, Operation Midnight Hammer happened. That's how last June happened.
Terrorists that have been trying to kill us for the last 47 years. And to
2 months of
eliminate
negotiations.
them, it would be dishonorable to do so.
They kept dragging their feet. 2 months ended.
We've
we
already
attacked
established that according to Tucker Carlson was not a sneak attack. We had
Don't fuck
foreknowledge
around.
of it. Everyone
Don't find out.
part of it was an excuse to go to war. But us attacking Iran, it's just like Pearl Harbor, except it's literally not at all. Pearl Harbor, the Japanese attacked us unprovoked. They should not have attacked us, and they got fucked up because of it. All right. This war over here right now, They have been attacking us for 47 years. They've killed thousands of Americans. They've tried to assassinate our president multiple times. They directly stated many times they were planning on developing nuclear weapons to kill us. Yes, we were right to fucking kill them. We were right to do it as a sneak attack. We were right to obliterate them. Dishonorable? Get the fuck out of here, bro. What? Who are these people? All right, so Ted Cruz had this to say.
But in a college classroom, I'm a lot less certain. And it is being spread by loud voices, the most consequential of whom is Tucker Carlson. I believe Tucker Carlson is the single most dangerous demagogue in this country.
All right, so that's what Ted Cruz had to say. So, of course, immediately, people on the based right-wing sphere are like, there was an ISIS bombing in New York City 2 days ago. Why do you think Tucker Carlson is a problem? I don't know. Maybe it's because Tucker Carlson has literally been demagoguing, quite literally, on the behalf of Islam for the last year. Right? Anyone who's paying attention
he is definitely
would know
bought
this.
and paid for by Qatar.
USA did a poll during AmFest, or I guess it was after AmFest, and they asked the audience, what they considered to be the greatest threat to America. And they did put radical Islam at number one. I'm wondering where you think those sentiments are coming from. I mean, I've heard you say before
regular people
that this is an op and that we all know which foreign government it's actually coming from. Which government is it? And
no, it's literally from my eyeballs. Anybody that disagrees with me, like, open up your fucking eyeballs. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you haven't fucking realized all the fucking terror attacks coming from Islam.
Can you explain how that operation works? How is it, kind of lured into those?
From the Israeli government and its many.
I guess I'm already brainwashed by the Israelis, you guys. I don't know what to tell you.
Defenders and informal employees in the United States, of course.
Of course. Right, so this is him saying that Islamic...
Of course I'm bought. I'm already owned by the Jews. They've already got me, guys. They've got me.
Terror attacks is an Israeli operation to trick people into not criticizing Israel or something. I don't know how that works exactly. I'm not sure either. Completely sold on how actually getting people aware of Islamic terror actually helps the Israeli position. Maybe because they're the victims of Islamic terror very often. I don't know. Maybe that's it. But essentially, that's Tucker Carlson's entire point. He is saying that the fear of radical Islam is actually an op created by the Israeli government to lull us into a whatever the fuck false sense of security. So this dude, all right. So if you want to criticize, there was an ISIS bombing in New York City 2 days ago. Yeah, and who's running Defense for Radical Islamic Terror? Speaking of radical Islam, Piers Morgan had this retard Mehdi Hassan on his show the other day.
This fucker needs to be deported.
Gets asked 7 times. I counted 7 times. Are you happy that Ayatollah Khamenei, the terrorist, murderous, pedophile, rapist, mass killer that killed 40,000 of his own people, killed millions in the region, if you include Syria and Yemen and Iraq and all the other places?
Send this fucker back to the desert. Back to the desert. Back to the desert.
Places, all right, including killing thousands of Americans. That guy, are you unhappy that he's dead? Pretty basic question, honestly. You could be against the whole Trump war, but still be ultimately happy that this retard is dead. Well, spoilers. Mehdi Hassan is a terrorist supporter, and he needs to get denaturalized and deported immediately.
Are you pleased that the
back to the desert
Ayatollah Khamenei, the older Khamenei, is no longer ruling Iran?
It's a good question. I don't take pleasure in killing anyone.
I first of all, you're a liar. All right.
I do.
Quite literally, you're a liar. You celebrated when Israeli soldiers were killed and stuff. You literally have a very infamous tweet that literally states, "Make American planes crash again." Wonder what that could be a reference to. So this is a lie to make yourself look like a much better dude. In fact, this dude doesn't condemn terror attacks, so I don't believe you at all. But anyway.
I think you should have illegally killed the leader.
No, they illegally killed him. What about the bureaucratic process? Says Mehdi Hassan. I mean, literally had no criticism for Ayatollah Khamenei massacring 30,000 of his own people. But what about the process, the bureaucratic process? that goes into actually killing terrorists.
Grind me a
pedophile, rapists, mass
fucking
murderers.
river.
Leader, a foreign leader of a nation, who's also, by the way, a spiritual leader to millions of Shia Muslims around the world.
Okay, fuck all them.
He's the bad spiritual leader. All right, I don't give a shit. This, you think this makes me feel any better? If you,
As far as I'm concerned, all Muslims are pedophiles.
he was a Shia, if he was like a spiritual leader to all these people, then all those people are the enemy. I'm not saying they need to be killed, but they absolutely should never be allowed to step foot in the United
Prove
States
me
of
wrong.
America. Your spiritual leader is shouting
Shit.
death to America every single time, talking about developing nukes to kill America constantly, shouting death to Trump and stuff like that directly paying assassins to try to kill our president. That's your spiritual leader? You're praying to the wrong guy.
He wasn't my spiritual leader, but he's a spiritual leader to many people I know. And that's
Don't
the reality. I know there are a lot of
care.
Terrorists.
people watching at home, non-Muslims, may kind of scratch their heads and say, but, you know, he's a tyrant in a foreign country. But that is the reality. He wasn't just a political ruler. He was a spiritual ruler.
Okay, so
And
bad religion,
now
I
he's
guess.
dead.
What do you want me to say?
So,
if a tyrant,
deuces.
if a mass-killing, pedophile tyrant, all right, is a spiritual leader, then the religion sucks and should never be welcomed into America. If that's the case, I'm not saying that's the case. I am not making that statement. You're making the statement. But if it's true that he's really revered by all these people, those guys can never be allowed into Western civilization.
Agreed.
Because they would support its downfall.
Uh-huh.
And to kill him, to assassinate him on day one of the war,
Yeah.
will have insane consequences. Because I hope I'm not back on this show
Let's
in a
fucking
year,
go.
2 years, 3 years. Saying you
Kill them all. Kill every single terrorist that wants to kill us.
Don't worry, Mehdi. Hopefully you will not be back on that show, because you'll be back in the fucking desert, bitch.
Yes, if they want to kill us, and they're funding assassins to kill us, let them fucking die. And let them die efficiently. Let them die on day one. That's right. This retard was prepping for a war with the United States of America for 47 years. And bro got blown away in the first hour. Based as fuck. Zero aura. Glad he's dead. He's in hell.
Yep. Do you remember when I told you that killing Khomeini will have a backlash? There will be terrorism. There will be revenge attacks. I hope that doesn't happen, but it could happen.
Oh, yeah, it
might
sounds like he
likely
doesn't want it to happen.
Right, intelligence is suggesting.
Of course it might happen, obviously, because we literally invited these retards into our country. All right, see, but here's the thing. One of the major arguments that I see Muslims especially, and I'm not trying to categorize here, but I'm being honest. All right,
I will,
Muslims
don't worry.
especially use the argument that we shouldn't go to war with Iran, because then they'll activate their terrorist network throughout the Western world and they start killing us. So what's the solution? Waiting until...
So you're admitting that they brought a terrorist cell into the West. Cool. If you knew that this was happening, why did you let it happen? Thanks, guys.
Until Iran is actually powerful, and waiting until we have millions more Muslims in our countries to actually go to war with them, because as I mentioned earlier, the war is inevitable. All right, these people were chanting death to America. They're trying to kill us. They've been trying to kill us for 47 years. They killed thousands of us. Quite literally.
Yes, they are.
Well, we were never going to make peace with them. Inevitably, this would come down to war. They violated all their promises and developing nukes and shit like that. It's an inevitable conflict. So
And now we're
this
stuck
guy's
together.
reaction is, but it'll make terrorism happen in our borders. Yes, that's right. That's why we need to do it as swiftly as possible, so that they can't bolster their strength, and so that we can't have more Muslim immigrants that might be terrorists in our countries.
That would be nice.
It might happen. The blowback from killing a foreign head of state, from killing an ayatollah, a religious leader,
Don't
in
care.
this way, in this blasé way. By the way, Piers, they also
Don't
killed
care.
the people he wanted to succeed. Khamenei, they're so
Uh-huh.
Good, hell yeah. They were all bad. We want the entire
Yeah, we've been knocking off a lot of ayatollahs this week.
regime to die. I'm not sure you're paying attention, Mahdi Hassan. They've been trying to kill us for 47 years. We want them all dead.
Yep.
And I see so many people calling me like a warmonger and shit like this. No, actually, I believe in
Call
peace,
me
and I
whatever
think that
you
peace can
want.
be achieved if we kill the people that are trying to kill us.
So incompetent. Trump now admits that in the next.
I don't care anymore. You want to call me racist? Call me racist. You want to call me fucking Islamophobic? Call me Islamophobic. You want to tell me I fucking hate babies? You go for it. Fucking I love babies. Babies are cool. Well, they whine a lot, but other than that, they're pretty cool.
Next door building, they accidentally also killed the people they wanted to be there, Delcy Rodriguez in Iran.
And diapers. Diapers suck.
Literally, he never admitted that, but keep dreaming, sir.
So no, I'm never going to support assassinating foreign leaders, killing foreign leaders. So, Colonel...
I will blow up all the ayatollahs.
Gaddafi was raped and murdered on the side of a street in Libya. Is Libya...
Ayatollah should be a banned word. No more ayatollahs. Blow them all up, Trump. Please.
better off without him? Well, A, Not sure about that. B, obviously, I
don't care. That guy needed to die too. Absolutely. Like, dude, this guy literally, he just blazes terrorist after terrorist. He's like, no, we shouldn't have killed that terrorist. We shouldn't have killed that terrorist. No, actually, we should have.
Any tears for Gaddafi, but that is not what you do. I'm never going to support the killing of anybody outside of trial, outside of due process.
Due process? Like, this dude's insane. He doesn't believe in self-defense. He just straight up admitted that I do not believe in self-defense. He openly said it. He will never support any killing outside of a trial with due process. All right? Now, this is an utter lie, all right? Because his religion calls to slit the kafar at the neck. And it is not calling for a trial.
No.
You know, with due process.
Well,
the enemies aren't at the gates. The enemies are in...
Technically, that is their due process. The process that they are due because they are a kafar is to be smited at the neck. That is the process that they are due. So that is due process, Nux. It's just not a process that we would like.
And he will use our liberties against us. He just admitted he doesn't believe in self-defense. All right? So leave. We don't care. We do believe in self-defense. You know who else does? God.
That's why I got a spear right behind me.
Okay, Exodus clearly states if they're trying to kill you, you fucking kill them first. And that's exactly what we did. Oh, but he's a foreign head. Don't give a shit, sir. But what about international law? I didn't notice you condemn Ayatollah Khomeini for sending multiple assassins to kill Donald Trump. There were 2 indicted assassins, all right? And these are actual assassins in jail, already defined by a Supreme Court, that a Supreme Court found out that they were assassins sent by the Iranian regime to kill the President of the United States. No words of condemnation for that? Obviously not. It's because he actually does support political assassinations.
Yeah.
He does support the murder of innocent people. It's just the innocent people that he decides should be getting the death penalty, not the vicious, tyrannical dictators, because they're Muslim. And that's what we're dealing with. We are dealing with this fucker in our country, influential, God knows why, for some reason, given power and given a voice in our own nation to literally sow dissent in our ranks. And this dude...
Because all the other Muslims like him? Duh.
He's a legal immigrant. So, yeah, illegal immigration, obviously, probably...
For now.
Every single one needs to go. Don't get me wrong. Trebuchets, cannons, I don't care. Launch them away. Not my business.
We've already been over this. Put an ocean between them. Make it harder.
They're in our country illegally. They were given the ability to leave themselves. They
send them all to Africa. They can either make it better or they can GTFO from there too.
Decided not to. Their problem. I don't care in which way they do depart. But understand the legal immigration issue we have. For some reason, we have this guy, Mehdi Hassan. I have a feeling no one on the Mayflower was named Mehdi Hassan. But this fucker is in our country, quite literally sowing through lies. Quite honestly, through lies. Oh, I don't believe in any forms of killing at all. Unless it's through due process. No, you don't, you absolute fucking liar. I don't celebrate the death of anybody.
No,
yes, you fucking do. You fucking liar. So with his lies, with his silver tongue, all right, bro's gonna show up in our country quite literally to manipulate us.
And yes, he was a real person.
He's allying up with terrorists. No exaggeration. This isn't being Islamophobic.
I know they made a movie or made like a TV show about him, but yes, he was an actual person. Davy Crockett did exist.
Just because he's a Muslim. No, he's literally allying
himself.
He really
was a senator.
I firmly believe that we should be killing
really
terrorists before they kill
Alamo.
us. This guy believes that we should let the terrorists kill us before we do anything about it. Maybe give them a trial.
Killed by those stupid little fat Mexicans.
Due process. And it doesn't stop there.
And, you know, it's for the Iranian people to decide their future. If the Iranian people want to get rid of Khamenei, it was up to the Iranian people, not...
What are they supposed to do? They tried.
Yep.
Tens of thousands of them were massacred in the streets.
But they are Mexicans, not Mexicans, so they work hard. And since we have to be civilized now, I guess that's fine. Outside my house. Inside my house, you suck!
Much to silence of you.
Up to Benjamin Netanyahu and Donald Trump. And by the way, what a great...
It's up to the Iranian people. This is literally in my opinion, leftist Islamist defense.
Davy Crockett murderers.
Mechanism every single time. Cenk Uygur and Hassan say the same thing. If they actually didn't like Khomeini, why didn't the people just, decide to pick a new real leader? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's not a democracy. Maybe it's because it's a tyrannical, religious, ethno-religious dictatorship where they are massacring people by the tens of thousands for peaceful protests.
Regime change war this is. They replaced Ayatollah Khamenei.
Raping women before they kill them if they're virgins so they don't go to heaven.
Khamenei with Ayatollah Khamenei.
Oh, don't worry. Hopefully he'll die very soon too. Hopefully he'll be dead. And if the next guy is someone we don't like, he'll die too, and it'll be awesome, and we'll celebrate.
That's real high-level success in your regime change war. His son apparently is more hardline, we're told, than his father.
Don't worry, Mehdi. Don't worry.
He is hardline because he's dead.
We'll kill him too. Chill out. Chill out. We'll kill
He's already gone, guys. There's a reason they brought out a cardboard cutout, all right?
him too, bro.
And why wouldn't he be? They just killed his mum, his dad, I think his wife as well, his sister.
Don't worry, they got him too.
It's not a guy.
And he's dying too soon, so what's the problem? Don't worry, my guy.
They're not gonna win next. They're not gonna win.
Chill, the war's not over. We still have so many more Khomeinis to kill. So many more Ayatollahs on the conga line to Lucifer before we're done. Chill out, bro.
He's going to do a deal anytime soon or roll over for Donald.
We don't want to deal. We don't want to deal with him.
We already told you, unconditional. There is no deal.
So
you surrender, or we keep bombing the shit out of you.
No, you can't just kill.
Oh, morally. Oh, I'm really good. We have Mr. Morally.
Well, yeah, the moral police here
has been caught on camera saying that all non-Muslims are beasts and animals. So I'm really glad we have the moral police of Mehdi Hassan to tell us how we should actually be fucking killing terrorists that have been trying to kill us.
Cool.
This keeps going for another 4 minutes of this dude essentially glazing terrorists, but I
we don't want to watch that.
And even though it seems like this video is super long, and it
is,
I am doing my absolute best to get you all the information the way it needs to be delivered. I'm not going
to. How much longer we got
in
him?
order to. I don't want to offend the terrorists. No,
another 45 minutes.
I think. So, out of surprise from the ashes, Hillary Clinton is actually supporting Donald Trump's war.
She forgot to put on makeup.
That is a very good signal that there is beginning to be a better understanding, both by the president and the people around him, as well as by the leaders of our European allies, that there can be.
I'm sorry, guys, I can't look at that.
Amongst us. And the kind of dismissiveness that we saw in the first Trump administration has been replaced by a much more obvious working relationship to the good of European security, transatlantic security, and hopefully Ukrainian security. So
pretty weird that happened. That's so wild. Yeah, wow. Foreign policy agenda being praised by Hillary Clinton. No one saw that one coming. But the reality is, this is what the regime, the Iranian regime that all the terrorists in America have been blazing.
I'm opposed to the regime. I'm opposed. Hi, I hate the Iranian regime. Go fuck yourselves. Eat some more missiles.
So hard? Well, this is what they're saying about what they're planning on doing after the war. When the dust of the unrest settles, we will grab you by the collar. This is him talking.
I ain't got no collar.
Talking to the Iranian civilians. Every single one of you. We're confiscating all your property. We will make your mothers mourn you. Those of you who had foolish ideas, unironically, he is saying if you had foolish ideas, we will take your property and kill you.
Admiral Cooper, this guy needs to eat a fucking missile.
Right? And think things are chaotic and something must be done. This is a message for you, and this is talking to the civilians in Iran that quite literally don't like the tyrannical dictatorship. Well, but I was told by Mehdi Hassan that maybe they should just rise up and elect a new government. Yeah, I wonder why that's not happening.
That guy needs to eat a missile.
And he's not the only one that's been saying this. They're all saying this. This is the head of police saying the same thing.
This guy needs to eat a missile. There's a lot of fucking Iranians that need to eat missiles still, I guess.
Alright,
it's a good thing we got a lot more.
I don't speak donkey, but breaking, Mohammed Radzan, head of the regime's police, threatens to massacre the protesters again. If the people take to the streets...
Missile time, guys! Blow him up!
To protest, we will do to them what we have done to the enemy. Our hands are on the trigger. So again, this is...
Your hand can stay on the trigger. It doesn't need to stay attached to your body.
Literally what they're openly stating is going to happen. This doesn't sound like they're holding back. Donald Trump, however, is also not holding back. He has really been beefing with Spain lately.
Yeah.
Spain, for those of you that are unaware, is a retarded country right now. No offense to the Spanish
Yeah,
people.
you best
A lot
be
of you guys are
careful there,
really
Pedro.
awesome. But your government's retarded. All right, you have communists in charge. They are mass importing people. In fact, you know how he won the last election? It's pretty incredible stuff.
He imported people.
He basically, right before the election, naturalized 500,000 migrants.
Mm-hmm.
Poof. Just like that. He naturalized 500,000 people, and they all voted for him, and he won. So yeah,
wow!
This is a communist, again, Sanchez, fucking retard. He's been basically calling out the United States and Israel constantly for saying, "No, it's an illegal war. It's illegal." So Donald Trump had enough of that guy.
Mr. President, did Spain give in after you told them that you would commerce ties with them? Are they cooperating with the United States? Spain.
No, they're not. I think,
oh, shit.
I think they're not cooperating at all. Spain, I think they've been very bad. Very bad. Not good at all. We may cut off trade with Spain.
Ooh, Spain has been naughty. Naughty Spain.
You guys all trade with them?
I don't know what Spain's doing. They've been very bad to NATO. They get protected. They don't want to pay their fair share. And they've been that way for many years,
Oh, shit.
Let me give you the good news. Let me give you the good news. The people of Spain are fantastic.
Yeah, they
absolutely. That's exactly what I just said. The people of Spain, they're great. Unfortunately, you were sold out because you have a communist ruler right now who's a borderline dictator, in my opinion, just by the fact that he's naturalizing infinite migrants to vote for him. And these migrants are Islamic. I can't believe it. You mean to tell me that a country that's literally importing hundreds of thousands of Islamic migrants is bending the knee to radical Islam in Iran? That's crazy.
Yeah, shocker.
The leadership, like you. The leadership, not so good.
Yeah, so anyway, Donald Trump very unhappy with Spain, and I don't blame him. This was literally on Spanish television, and this isn't just any random Spanish guy. This is Ángel García Sione. He is the mayor of Oleros, Spain.
¿Está usted animando a que maten a Donald Trump?
He is encouraging people to kill Donald Trump. Spain, our European ally.
We might need to be doing some strategic strikes in some of our allied countries. Get the fuck out of here, Mayor. Fucking make you an ex-mayor real fucking quick.
Oh no, says the leftoids. Why aren't we allying up with the Europeans?
Donald Trump debían matar.
Donald Trump should be killed. He
literally fucking fuck Spain. You guys wonder why I like Israel more than all these other fucking countries. This would be why. You ain't gonna fucking find a clip of no fucking Israeli fucking mayor saying that Trump should be fucking murdered. But you find it here in fucking Spain, apparently.
He says, because if he isn't,
Porque si no lo matan, nos va a matar.
he's going to kill all of us. What?
Only if we're fortunate enough, sir, will he fucking do something about you.
¿Pero qué dice? Por favor.
What are you saying? Please. The other guy tries to get him to stop.
Por eso no se puede decir.
You can't say that.
Piece of shit.
Pero ya, pero
Yeah, well, he just
Que
did.
hay que matar a Donald Trump.
You can't say Donald Trump should be killed.
de la casa. Bueno, es que esto es delito lo que está haciendo este señor.
Yeah, it is a crime.
Donald Trump just killed people. Yeah, terrorists that have been trying to kill us.
Donald Trump acaba de matar personas en
Pero ¿quiere usted rectificar?
Do you want to retract?
Y cambiar, a ver si...
No, vamos a ver. Donald Trump es en este momento el terrorista más grande.
Donald Trump is the biggest terrorist in the world, this guy said. So, again, this...
Yep. Us bombing terrorists is really showing people's true colors. Mr. President, please keep bombing terrorists. I like it when they go boom.
This is a mayor, a Spanish mayor on television calling for the assassination of our president. The fact that this isn't way bigger news, in my opinion, is shocking.
I'm just hearing about it right now.
We might have to Delta Force this guy. Look, man, I hear there's an empty cell right next to Maduro and P. Diddy in prison that we could work out, all right? This should be an international incident, for the record. This is insane. These are our NATO allies. These are the people we're allying up with. Dude, we have so much more in common with other allies at this point. Like, it's so tiring watching the left being like, why is Trump demonizing Europe? Why is Europe calling for the assassination of Donald Trump? Our biggest allies right now, unironically, Argentina, El Salvador, Israel, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Japan. I'm not even exaggerating. That's actually our biggest allies right now. We've been condemned by Canada and by Spain and England and France and all these other fuckers for literally taking care of our own issues, which is terrorists, narco-terrorists, actual Islamic terrorists. We're taking care of that problem, a threat against us, and these fuckers, not only did they not help us, but they've actively made it harder. What are you doing, Europe? Your culture is falling apart in real time. Europeans are great people, honestly. Part of this fantastic civilization, Western civilization, based on biblical values. All right? The greatest civilization in the history of the
Some of them. Some of them have fucking gone full cuck, and that's why we're in the situation we're in now.
World. And you are selling it out to these rat fuck communists and these...
Because they're full cucks.
Infinite immigrants. Figure out your shit, guys, because this is bad. After Iran, the next nuclear-armed Islamic nation...
They don't have values, Casino.
Mega yikes. Now, of course, Spain officially removes its ambassador to Israel, and that's fine. No one cares. I don't think Israel really cares, to be honest. Spain's been absolutely retarded. They hate America. They hate Israel. They hate, basically, Western civilization, I've noticed. They hated the idea of defending yourself against Islamic terror. I wonder why they're so allied up with Islam. Probably has nothing to do with the 500,000 migrants that he literally just naturalized in order to win elections. Probably has nothing to do with that.
Nothing at all.
But again, just to understand the hypocrisy here, not only did they just remove their ambassador to Israel, but they still have their ambassador in Iran. Iran! An actual state sponsor of terrorism across the world that massacre tens of thousands of their own people. All right, so they'll remove their ambassador from Israel, but they will keep their ambassador in Iran. I wonder where their allies actually are. All right, breaking news. In a massive betrayal, Spain's leftist rulers just approved universal health care for illegal aliens. Unbelievable.
Se trata del Real Decreto por el que se
It is the royal decree that regulates the recognition of the right to protection of health and
regula el
sanitary care.
reconocimiento del derecho a la protección de la salud y atención sanitaria a personas
The
extranjeras
foreigners who do not have their legal residence here.
que no tienen su
That's right. If you pay taxes in Spain, you are funding, I don't know.
Everybody.
Gay Indians with AIDS. Fantastic shit. Even if they're not legal in your country. Even if they're not legal in your country.
And I'll be honest, you guys. I saw a homeless, I think, European guy. He looked fucking European. He didn't look like an American. In the streets of California, literally hunched over, collecting his poop with his hand as he was pooping, and then going and throwing it into a garbage can with his bare hand. And then just walking down the street. I literally watched the video of that. So, no, I'm done with Europe. I think. Like, I'm sorry, guys. I think Europe might be fucking cooked.
Right? You are funding the Islamic free healthcare system.
residencia legal aquí. Por primera
They
vez,
literally sold out their own people. They literally sold out their own people, bro. The Spanish Inquisition happened so that they could fall to the third world anyway. Do you know, a little history lesson in case you're curious, do you know why there are so many Spanish people and Mexican people, etc., that have children that they name them Jesus? All right, it's essentially only done there, right? You don't have a lot of people in like England or France named Jesus, but you do have a lot of people in specifically Spain or Spanish-speaking countries that name their kids Jesus. And the reason for that is because around 1,000 years ago, there was Islamic invasions, and there were so many Muslims named Mohammed. So in order to combat the fact that there were so many Muslims named Mohammed, they started naming their children Jesus to show that their religion also has a right to exist until eventually, and that's how they combated it. Well, modern-day Spain has more Mohammeds than Jesuses. 1,000 years ago, your ancestors fought so hard against Islamic occupation, only for 1,000 years later, you to absolutely fail them. Europe needs to wake up and wake up fast. Anyway, speaking of Islamic immigration, all right, so this is a clip that went super viral.
I did not realize that was the reason why there was so many Jesuses.
I'm not going to really cover this at length
in Mexico, because they were conquered by Spain.
This. Right, this is the greatest video ever made.
New York. You're coming to New York to tell people who belongs in New York and who doesn't belong in New York.
All right, so this guy is saying, how dare you come to New York to tell people who does and doesn't belong here?
Wait for it.
We were born and raised in New York, and we want everyone everyone here to stay in New York. You don't get to
Everyone?
We want everyone here to stay in New York.
All of them?
outside and then tell everyone else.
And then in real time, an Islamic terrorist jumps up with a bomb and throws it at a peaceful protest. This might be one of the greatest videos ever taken. So emblematic with all the issues we're facing. All right, we got these weak fucking men, all right, hyper-feminized retards, all right, that just shout and chant. That, no, how can you tell us?
Yeah, make no mistake, guys. The little tard here with the megaphone is gay. And a bitch.
Who should and shouldn't be here, as a migrant literally jumps over
And
him and
that
throws
is
a
a
bomb at a
terrorist.
peaceful protest. If that's not actually cinema, I don't know what is. The timing is actually fucking incredible. So, of course, CNN, all right, the communist news network, immediately says that this was an Islamophobic terror attack.
I love
and the
it!
real victim
Communist news
was
network.
Zohran Mamdani.
Two Republicans say Muslims don't belong here after an attempted terror attack against New York's Mayor Zohran Mamdani.
No, that's not where I was.
This was an attempted terror attack, quite literally, against white Christian protesters. That's literally who it was against. It was an Islamic ISIS terror attack against generic, honest-to-God, regular people.
The House Speaker, Mike Johnson, says nothing, really, to condemn those comments. Another special guest is going to be with...
Condemn the comments? All right. Speaker Mike Johnson is not condemning the comments of people saying that Muslims don't belong in American society. What about condemning the ISIS-style terror attack trying to blow up random peaceful protesters?
No,
Excuse
that's
me?
fine.
What? Like, what are we doing? So CNN immediately says that the victim was Zohran Mamdani?
Muslims don't belong here after an attempted terror attack against New York's Mayor Zohran Mamdani, and the House Speaker...
This is honestly one of the most baffling things I've ever seen in my entire life. It might be the most baffling thing ever. ISIS throws an IED at a protest in New York City. CNN calls it an attack on Mamdani. Well, this is the craziest shit I've ever seen. And this is how they manipulate us from the inside. This is exactly their
More
modus operandi.
CNN brilliance,
So,
you
yeah, we have
guys.
a major immigration issue, I would say. Yeah, and that does include a lot of radical Muslims that are literally throwing bombs at people only for the media to run cover for them. So this is Nick Shirley interviewing a police officer. Hey, why are there all these illegal scammers literally on the streets doing crimes right in front of your faces?
Wait for it.
The scammers.
We do.
And how often do you guys come here?
Every day.
Every day?
I arrest them every day.
And they just come back?
Just come back.
Do you
So the New York Police Department arrests the same people every day, only for some woke judge to put them back on the street.
arrest them and then are they released on the street the next day? Really? They're released the next day. And how come you guys are just catching people then releasing them?
That's not up to us.
Who releases them the next day? The judge.
We have an issue. We have an issue. Understand exactly where we're at as a society. We imported.
But we also have another issue. Like, I don't know if you guys are aware or not. All the fucking jails are full, you guys. All the jails are full. They don't have anywhere to put anybody.
The third world. We have given them everything. We've given them not only...
And in places like New York City, there's so many fucking migrants, like, you can't catch them all. There's not enough time in the day to catch them all.
Equal rights to us, which is a beautiful, lovely thing to do. We have given them power over us. They now are in positions of power that they will always operate in the interest of their own ethnic group forever, to forever and ever and ever repeat the cycle. The police every day, think about the wasted tax dollars, all right? We're paying these police officers, all right? And these police officers feel probably dog shit with their own lives. They wake up in the morning, they brush their teeth, they give a kiss on their wife's cheek, they get up, they arrest the same motherfuckers all day. They go home, they're tired, shit's busy. All right, they had random leftists in New York throwing snow at them because they hate them, obviously. They wake up, they go outside, same motherfuckers back on the street because some woke judge decided to release them because, hey, they're my buddies. They're my homies from Nigeria. I'm also from Nigeria. We should totally put them back on the streets. We have taken these people, we have given them power over us, and they are raping us. But no, you're not allowed to notice this. It might mean you're racist. You might be racist if you pay attention to it.
Okay.
It's actually racist to say that the woke judges are literally operating the...
I no longer give a shit if you call me racist. If you want to call me racist, call me racist. I know that it's not true, so it doesn't really matter what you think.
interest of, themselves and the illegals. Not for you. It's totally racist to even talk about that. Now, the reality is, there were multiple homemade...
I hate to break it to you. Muslim isn't a race, you dipshits.
bombs found by the FBI at a Pennsylvania storage unit linked to Muslim members in New York City.
Ibrahim Qayyumi and Emir Balat brought 2 homemade explosives.
You tell me what race these guys belong to, and I'll wait. Because this one is clearly Neanderthal. And this one, hell, that might be a white guy. Like, I'm going to be real with you guys. That would pass for a white guy. Like, does that not look like the stoner guy from fucking Road Trip?
To an anti-Muslim protest on Saturday.
Yeah.
Thankfully,
the stoner
neither
brainiac from
detonated,
fucking
but,
Road Trip?
as you mentioned, more homemade bombs have been found and safely removed from a Pennsylvania...
And you tell me this isn't the fucking... A caveman can do it. Right fucking here. That's fucking caveman right there.
A storage unit connected
Caveman
to
in
the
a
case.
hoodie.
Both
It was inevitable. This was going to happen.
suspects are being held without bail after their first appearances in court yesterday on charges that include attempting to provide material support to a foreign terrorist organization and using a weapon of mass destruction.
Yep, we just have to live with this now, I guess, because we have to be nice to the retards that are invading our countries. I guess we have to be nice to them. Man, you're really going to turn away a neighbor? You're going to turn away a man that's just looking for a better country and a better life? Fuck yes, I am. Absolutely. I'm going to turn that motherfucker away so fucking fast. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Bro,
deuces, bitch.
Love thy neighbor doesn't mean literally import rapists to rape us.
No.
I love my neighbor, so therefore I spread my butt cheeks to make his rape be a little bit more efficient. I love my neighbor so much that when he tries to blow me up with a fucking bomb, a weapon of mass destruction, the first thing I do is worry about Islamophobia. We do not need to live like this, man. We have been convinced that we do need to live like this, but we do not need to live like this. We don't have to accept that the barbarians are in our gates. We have to wake up. Wake up, you fucking schmibbles. Wake the shit up, all right? More elections are coming. We have to put people into power that actually care about the right shit, okay? All right, we got to do this, man. This is an issue. Breaking, a van just ran into a White House barricade and the driver's been apprehended by U.S. Secret Service. This is a terror attack, by the way. Literally not even in the news. Who cares? It's another more left
Yeah, I saw that
violence. And now
yesterday.
we can play my favorite game. All right, it's my favorite game. All right, there was just an act of terror that happened.
But
Was
that's
it a
literally, this is the only place that I saw it.
transgender or a Muslim?
This did not even make it onto fucking ground news. Like, I'll check again tonight, but as far as I'm aware right now, this has not even made it onto ground news yet.
Put your votes in the comment sections below. That's essentially the two mega parent groups of terror attacks these days. All right, let me know. Lock in your answer in the comments, and definitely stay tuned for the response in the next video. Do you win? Did you lose? Was this terror attack done by a man
Like, if they don't stop fucking showing their fucking bias, I'm about to fucking drop ground news too.
that thinks he's a woman, or by a man that thinks he's been given the legal mandate to rape goats? You pick,
Like,
and
I'm
we'll see
starting
what
to think-
happens in the next episode of
Maybe I am the asshole in the room, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care.
Or Z. All right. Paris, 3 Muslim children attacked a Jewish girl, threatened to kill her. Wow. That just seems like an average day in Paris, all right?
It really
I wonder
does.
why Paris is against us. I wonder why Paris keeps condemning us. That's so weird. Breaking update. The New York City bomb squad shut down 10 blocks near Gracie Mansion. That's near the Mayor Zoran Mamdani's mansion after a suspicious package was found in a nearby park.
Yeah,
And
this is that fourth
suspicious
one I was
package
telling you about.
actually, placed there by a... Pick the answer. Muslim or transgender? Pick it. It was a Muslim this time. That was a surprise. Now normally, there's a really easy way to figure it out. If it's explosives based, all right, that is normally a branch
Muslim.
of the Islam class. And if it's firearm based, then honestly, it fits on both skill
It's
trees. but
it's
it tends
usually a
to be more
transgender,
down
though.
the transgender faction. Now, honestly, you never know, because that is a specialist skill that both classes could actually have. But
I know,
transgenders
we're being
can put a lot less
racist
stat points
and
into that one because their parents
transphobic.
very often have weapons that they could borrow themselves. Whereas Muslims are immigrants, so they can't, for the most part, take it from their parents, and they have to actually purchase one. So it's definitely a much bigger skill point investment. Thank God this one also didn't detonate. Colossal W, we take those.
Again,
here's an image from yesterday. Police
using super volatile compounds, and even these tards can't figure out how to make them go boom. Just saying. Like, that's got to be the best part of this, right? Like, we can at least laugh at that. Like, these fucking terrorists were so stupid they couldn't make the volatile compounds go boom.
Police in San Jose arrested these two people. Oh, nothing to see here. It's just a couple of Muslims beating up Jews.
Yeah, Jewish American.
You know why they beat him up? Because he's a Jew. There was no other reason. There was no provocation or anything. They literally just beat the shit out of this guy because he's Jewish and they're Muslim, and therefore they beat him up. That makes sense. But yeah, no, it's not saying that all Muslims are bad or anything. This poor Jewish guy is going to be spreading Islamophobia now when everyone talks about how he was beaten up by two Muslim guys for doing fucking nothing.
Yep.
Well, this happened again. All right, here we go. We don't even have to play the favorite game. They decided to do this one on camera. Now, this is Doug Ford, the Premier of Ontario in Canada. All right, here's what he had to say, because just recently in Ontario, Canada, there was a shooting. Muslims shot at the U.S. Embassy.
Mm-hmm.
It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence.
Well, I didn't know it was
guys,
Muslims,
guys.
but I did tell you guys about that yesterday.
Conclusion here that I feel like it might
Or
be
the
a
day
little
before.
controversial, but I think that
I can't remember
a lot
anymore.
of
It's been a
Islamophobia
while.
is caused by Muslims killing people all the time. You know, I'm starting to
Everything
pick up on
kinda
this. It's
rolls
probably
together.
controversial to say, but I'm starting to realize that one of the major leading causes in Islamophobia is Muslims fucking killing people.
No
Crazy.
way!
It's probably the Jews.
Have you got any indication from police that these shootings in synagogues and this shooting at the consulate are related in any
Right,
way?
I covered this yesterday that there was a shooting, but finally they're able to address what actually is going down. Why was there a shooting at the United States Embassy in Toronto?
Yeah, no, we haven't had any information on that.
No information.
But again, this is just me speaking.
All right.
I believe there's sleeper cells all over the world, as we know.
Great! And you know what we are doing as
Cool.
a culture? We are welcoming them into our land, giving them our tax dollars, and letting them rape our children. That's right, absolutely. Let's go. Let's just open
Super
doors
awesome,
to
you
sleeper
guys.
cells. You might be racist if you think that sleeper cells are coming into our country.
They're in the U.S., they're in Canada here.
Great.
And
Wow, that's lovely.
we have to
Love that.
weed these people out and hold them accountable. Because, again,
Yeah, no, let's not stop immigration, all right? Let's not deport people. No, God forbid. But we'll weed them out. We'll weed them out.
folks, we all grew up here, very peaceful, loving communities.
They were literally just shooting at our embassy in Toronto. So maybe it's a peaceful, loving community, but those fuckers weren't peacefully loving.
All across the province, and for these people to be doing this, they need to be caught, and they need to be thrown in jail for life.
A jail for life. Wow. An act of terrorism.
Jail for
Finally-
life. They need to be fucking put into a bottomless pit for life. Just fucking throw them down there and fucking leave them.
Finally, they're putting their foot down. Do I think that this guy is successfully going to be able to defeat Islamic sleeper cells that they literally imported and rolled out the red carpet for? Well, this dude, quite literally, in my opinion, will probably not find the perpetrators. Bro couldn't find a fucking treadmill. He's not going to find Islamic terrorist sleeper cells. But anyway, that's just our jolly neighbor to the north operating at full capacity to keep us safe. Wow, what a good ally up there. Hell yeah. And breaking news
Yeah,
from
I
Toronto,
saw this.
Farhan Ali, obviously this is a straight white Christian,
Uh-huh.
a Toronto police officer, a member of the Muslim liaison unit, probably a straight white Christian,
Uh-huh.
arrested on charges of sexual assault and assault. Again, let's not be racist about it. Anyone could be a rapist.
Mhm.
Breaking news. The Democrat-controlled Virginia state passed a new bill banning the sale of assault firearms and large-capacity magazines in the state. Wow! This bill is now going to far-left Democrat Governor Abigail Spanberger. All right, so they're trying to ban guns. All right? I mean, that's goes against the Constitution in literally every possible fucking way.
Mhm.
The right to bear arms is pretty fundamental to being American, but hey, they're against that. They don't want us to be able to defend ourselves if there's some sort of uprising.
It's just going to
Well,
go to the
what kind of
Supreme
uprising
Court,
could there
and
be?
it's going to be
Well,
found
first, let's look into
unconstitutional
exactly
like, in a
who
heartbeat.
pushed this bill. Oh, the sponsor of the bill to take away guns is our VA state senator, Saddam Aslan Salim, born in Bangladesh. Wow, isn't that nice? We're literally electing foreigners to get power over us and confiscate our weapons to take our actual American rights. Isn't that beautiful? If I had a nickel for every time we had a foreigner that we placed into power because of our good graces, and now that this foreigner is in power, they are trying to remove our actual constitutional rights and authority in order to potentially weaken us for some sort of invasion? No, I'm overthinking this. No one named Saddam has ever been a threat to the United States before, so I highly doubt this guy has any form of nefarious ideas going on at all.
Oh,
Man, just
don't
another
be
example of we
rude,
import these
Nux.
fuckers into our country, we put them into power, and then they take away our rights. Isn't that incredible? We're literally being colonized in real time, and you're not allowed to notice that. Breaking news. Man who shoved an 83-year-old and another man into a subway track in New York City. Oh, New York City's a real shithole. Turns out it's a Honduran illegal. Richard Williams is unlikely to survive. But we have to tolerate this behavior, actually, because it makes you racist if you want to deport illegals. Did you not get the memo? Did you not get the memo? You're a racist now. Well, let's talk about...
Okay, send them all the fuck home.
About Netherlands, all right?
So
let's see how our neighbors in Europe are doing, all right? Let's see how the Europeans are coping with their migration issues. Well, this is a judge that literally is a judge for the killer of some guy's daughter, all right? A migrant, obviously. And because the judge has so much empathy for the migrant murderer, the punishment was 120 hours of community service for murder.
So based on the foregoing and considering the penalties usually imposed for similar cases, the court is of the opinion that Verbaerten should be given an unconditional community service for the duration of 120 hours.
This is a murderer, but a migrant, so you can't be racist.
Sub judice per data hecticus.
And the father of the daughter who was murdered threw a chair at the judge.
Based. Fucking stupid judge. What the fuck?
Based, by the way.
What? What did he do?
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and condemn him for that. I'm not going to...
No, me either.
Lie. The rule of law is one of the fundamental pillars of our entire civilization. Yes, based on biblical...
120 hours of community service for killing someone.
Biblical values, absolutely. It says in the Bible, someone who kills someone, their life should be taken in return. The Bible believes in death penalty.
I'm a very large proponent of the death penalty also.
Penalty for murderers. It's actually stated in all 5 of the first 5 books of the Bible. It's directly stated that a man that takes a life needs to have his life taken in return. The rule of law...
Now, just to be clear, if I take your life defending my house, sorry, that's your own damn fault. But if I just randomly take somebody's life, yeah, I deserve to be killed.
Law is fundamental to society and civilization, and now, with the rule of law...
Or if I planned it out like a fucking serial killer and shit, like, whatever the fucking case. If I fucking maliciously just took somebody's life, I deserve to be killed. And I believe this is the same for anyone else. But if it was me and I did it, yes, I should be killed. So, I feel the same way for myself as I do for anybody else. Like, now, like I said, if it's in defense, like, hey, it's defense. My rights on that are very much aligned with Florida. Stand your ground is based.
Law being corrupted by either foreigners that are coming in here and now wielding their power to destroy us, or by women.
This is fucking psychotic.
Woke women. People don't realize this, but they are the #1 threat to Western civilization. The
Yeah.
woke women. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm not
Strong
even
women
zero
make
hyperbole.
make
the reason why we have
bad
these
times.
immigrants here is because of the woke women voting to bring them here. I'm telling you, the amount of female judges I've been seeing doing shit like this has been honestly mind-blowing. It makes me kind of understand why in the Bible, in the book of Judges, out of the 12 judges, only 1 was female and the other 11 were male. It's almost like God knew something about the genetic, I don't know, the constitution, biology of humans or something. But hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm picking fights with migrants. I can't pick fight with women as well. But dude, these woke women are actually fucking killing us. 120 hours of community service for murder? Like, what the fuck are we doing? Oh, but she has empathy. Children's drawings could be blasphemous under Islamic law. Schools warned. Good job, England. Let's just ban children's drawings. That might be blasphemy, baby. Let's go.
Idolatrous?
I wonder if there were any signs that this culture was not compatible with Western civilization.
Another thing I'd like to talk about is the marriage of the Prophet to Aisha. as certainly the Muslim members of our audience this evening will be aware of, but perhaps not everybody. Muhammad, while in his 50s, married a young girl called Aisha. And I say young, she was 6 at the time.
Yeah.
Not 16 or 60, but 6. Now, of course, he didn't consummate the marriage when she was 6 years old. That would be quite outrageous. He waited another 3 years until she was 9.
That's right.
The proposition has to defend the idea that that was ever morally permissible. And I think that's my time.
Yeah. They just randomly stopped you for some reason. Yeah, I can't imagine why. And probably one of them Islamists.
Because the reality is, every single person does not actually even try to say that times have changed, things are different. That was not moral. Muhammad was wrong. He was literally the best guy in their history. And I don't know, man. I'm starting to think that maybe they're not super willing to integrate into society. Maybe they don't have the same value set. Not criticizing them or anything, but they should fucking stay somewhere else, right? If their law and their way of life is better, then why are they coming here? Like, dog, there are 57 Muslim countries at this point. 9, 59.
We still got another 15 minutes of.
Why are they always immigrating to Christian nations?
Islamophobia
why are they
building,
immigrating
Henry.
to Western nations? Why aren't they immigrating to other Muslim nations? They hate the Muslim nations for some reason. I can't possibly figure out why. Now, this is an Islamic scholar in Virginia.
Islam awareness
all right,
building.
and this is pretty insane.
The reason America is still in the throes of this and still supporting this. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what to.
Oh, I cannot wait to hear what this black imam has to tell me about what fucking the Muhammad would want. Let's hear what he has to say about what Allah wants us to do to the white man. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Degree it is. It is because, however, of Christianity.
What about Christianity?
It is because of Judaism.
Judaism. What about
In
Judaism?
Western nations, aside from America, America is the last stronghold for Christianity. In Great Britain, people are becoming irreligious in droves, and ultimately, they're becoming Muslim. They, in America...
The whole plan was literally conquering us? That's crazy. I can't believe they admitted straight up, and we're not allowed to talk about it for some reason.
They still believe in Christianity. And in Christianity, in the Bible explicitly, it says that God promised the land of Canaan to Abraham and his descendants. Jewish people and Christian people believe that God inspired these words. So as long as they believe it, they can never truly be on the side of the Palestinians.
You're right, because the Palestinians suck.
Dude, I love when people try this like shit, man. Bro, like, a lot of people don't know this, but actually it states in the Quran that the land of...
If you guys weren't aware of my stance, fuck Palestine. Fuck it right in the ear.
Israel should be going to the Jews.
Every single one of those bombs hit its direct target perfectly at the right time. If you know someone that got blown up by a bomb in fucking Palestine, they deserved it. Boo-hoo.
So these people are going to make believe that the whole reason why they're trying to overthrow Christianity is because Christianity listens to the Bible, which, by the way, is also affirmed by the Quran, but...
They were probably a terrorist, and you probably are too.
They don't care, right? Like, I'm not even exaggerating here. Oh, my people, enter the Holy Land, which Allah has destined for you to enter. Do not look else, or you will become losers. And we said after the Pharaoh, to the children of Israel, dwell in the land. And when the promise of the hereafter comes...
I've gotten a couple people to respond to shit on my YouTube channel.
We will bring you forth in one gathering. It literally says in the Quran that the Jews get the land of Israel. A lot of people don't even know that, but it's literally in the Quran. Now, again, so Rep. Andy Ogles, who's been cooking, says, find me a moderate imam in the USA. All right, so he has been basically going to war with radical Islam here. Muslims don't belong in American society. Pluralism is a lie, he tweeted. And Catherine Clark says, this disgusting shit doesn't belong in American society. Freedom of speech. And Republicans who support it don't belong in Congress. What, you mean you don't believe in democracy? That's weird.
Aww, what a whiny bitch.
Meanwhile, the reality of the situation is this.
Obviously,
the virtue signal is here. And by the way, Catherine Clark, someone who, for the record, argues against bills to keep men's out of women's sports and bathrooms, all right, coming to tell us about, I don't know, ethics and shit. Catherine, you would not be allowed to speak in an Islamic society, right? You're lucky that you're able to make this tweet, because under Islam... you would not be allowed to speak back to a man. Bro, Chuck Schumer says racism like this doesn't belong in American society. This is disgusting. Republicans should denounce it. By the way, there's no such thing as racism against Islam. That's one of the tactics that they use. That doesn't exist. Islam is not a race. It is a ideology, and therefore it is not.
Yeah. Yep. Correct. There is no race associated with Islam. Just because they all look brown doesn't mean they all are brown. There are different shades of brown. Like, just because they all look the same color doesn't mean they all are the same color. You guys are just being assholes saying it's racism. That actually makes you the asshole by calling it racist.
Racism, all right?
Because that means you think they're all the exact same fucking race.
Anyway, they don't care. And someone over here decided to make a nice little statistic. The Nice attack, Muslim. The Paris attack, Muslims. The Paris shoe attack, Muslims. The shoe bomber, Muslim. The Orlando attack, Muslim. Beltway snipers, Muslims.
I'll do you guys one better. There's actually a lot of fucking different sects of Muslim that aren't bad. But there's like 500 different sects of fucking Muslim, and half of them are half retarded.
The Fort Hood shooter, Muslims. Underwear bomber, Muslims. The Westminster bomber attack, Muslims. The 2005 Bali bombing, Muslims. The murder of Lee Rigby, Muslims. The USS Cole bombers, Muslims. The London Bridge attack, Muslims. The Madrid train bombers, Muslims. The Charlie Hebdo attacks, Muslims. The San Bernardino attacks, Muslims. The Surabaya bombings, Muslims. The Minnesota Mall bombings, stabbings, Muslims. The 7/7 bombers, Muslims. The Moscow theater attacks, Muslims. The Boston Marathon bombers, Muslims. The Ankara airport attack, Muslims. Manchester Arena bombing, Muslims. The Pan Am 103 bombers, Muslims. And he could keep going because, in fact, there have been 67,000 Islamic terror attacks since 9/11 alone in Western nations.
But I'll tell you guys, you tell a fucking Saudi Arabian Muslim that they're the exact same as a Pakistani Muslim, and they will shoot you in the face. Betcha.
But for some reason, if you actually acknowledge that this might be a problem, well, you might be the problem. Now, we got to talk about the fact that one of the major reasons why the Democrats are so hell-bent on making sure that you're not racist against Islam or any forms of other cultures that we're bringing into our country because we have suicidal empathy is because they're trying to steal elections.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there was someone that was just arrested, a Mexican resident in Alabama charged with illegal voting in 2022 and 2024 elections. The thing that never happens happened again.
Yeah, shocking.
Oh my, let's see what's going on.
Federal prosecutors say a Marion County man is accused of illegally voting in multiple elections.
But I was told this never happened.
Authorities say 51-year-old Homero Ramos, a Mexican national and lawful permanent resident, was arrested this week and appeared in federal court. Prosecutors allege Ramos registered to vote and cast ballots in the 2022 and 24 general elections, even though he's not a U.S. citizen. Green card.
Son of a bitch.
I was told we shouldn't be having voter ID because this never happens. That is racist.
Card holders can participate in some democratic activities, but they're not allowed to vote.
Send him to El Salvador. Get him out.
This is a Mexicant, by the way.
Out of here. I don't care. Get him out of here. And the reality is people are noticing that there are thousands of non-citizens on voter rolls, it seems. The thing that never happens keeps happening. Now, 99.5% of Democrats voted against voter ID. A proposal that has 83% support. What does that tell you? Right? This is
they need to cheat to win.
Save America Act, an act to save America by forcing people to have voter ID.
Yep.
213 Democrats are against it, with only one Democrat thinking that, yeah, maybe we should be having voter ID in our country, and it's because they want to steal elections.
Yes.
Now, Senator fucker Schumer over here decided to respond with the most unbelievable statement I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yes, but their bill isn't voter ID, number one.
That's a lie. It is voter ID.
Yeah.
It is about voter registration.
Okay, we should make sure you have ID to register to vote.
Yeah.
It allows ICE to kick tens of millions of people off the rolls.
Ladies and gentlemen, ICE, immigration enforcement, is going to be kicking tens of billions of people off the voter rolls. And you know there's some retarded guy, some retarded liberal in his mom's basement like, whoa, billions, bro, that's crazy, dude.
I think he meant millions, but even so, why would ICE be taking people off of the voter rolls, and why would you be opposed to that? Why would our immigration enforcement be taking voters off the voter rolls? You're sounding more and more crooked by the words you say out of your mouth.
But the reality is, and this is going to shock you, there are not tens of billions of people in the world. There are 8 billion people on the
Nux, shush. They're talking about the future, bruh.
Planet. All right, there are, less than
They've already got the next few elections planned out.
There's 380 million people in America. Yeah, ICE isn't going to be kicking tens of billions of voters off unless that's how much you were planning to rig the election by.
Off the rolls, and they don't tell them until election day, and you show up and you say, you're not registered anymore. You're not registered here. You're not on the
Unbelievable fear-mongering. It's insane. Chuck Schumer says the Save America Act will kick tens of billions of people. I can't believe it. That's unbelievable. Tens of billions of people not being able to vote. But this is literally what we're up against. We're up against retard McGee who's trying to steal elections in real time. The Democrats have been doing everything in their power to push this propaganda. A quote from Donald Trump, above 6 years old. Trump on what it means to be of age. Right? This is from the actual Democrat account. But the reality is, if you look at the actual context, the quote originates from a March 9, 2026 speech where Trump rambled about voter ID rules allowing children over 6 to provide family information. But the clipped phrasing has fueled misinterpretations, linking it to pedophilia allegations without evidence of peer-reviewed sources. So quite literally, Donald Trump said kids above 6 years old should be able to provide, would be allowed to provide information that this person is legal in the country, for example. All right? Allowing children over 6 to provide family information. They took this to say, above 6 years old means of age. They just lie. It's literally just a party of lies as they sit on their throne of lies. It's evil shit. Right? It's some satanic shit. And they're using this to call him a pedophile, by the way.
There's a reason it's got 3 million views and less than 5K likes.
Horrendous accusation you could possibly make. I can't ally with these people. I would never be able to ally with these people. You don't make peace with evil. Evil must be destroyed. All right? Now, and their whole thing is calling Republicans racist. Every Republican in the country was celebrating this absolutely legendary police officer jumping into danger to stop the Islamic terror attack in New York City.
Yeah, I know.
Democrats, Republicans are racist. Republicans, make this a poster, frame it in all our offices. Quite literally.
Yeah, it's weird. I actually don't even give a shit. The fact that he's a black man didn't really factor into my adoration for him. I don't know. I don't know why you're so quick with that, Walter. Why you got to bring race into it, man? I mean,
in the previous video.
I know you're defending us, but no, it doesn't matter. This black bitch is stupid, though.
Dude's a hero. All right, now I do have some good news for you. This is
This is the reason why people use the N-word. This lady right here.
Ali. He's retarded and gay.
We found out, Joy, and this pains me as an American.
This pains him as an American.
And this is the reason we use the sand N-word right here.
Countries were laughing at him and laughing at us. I want to tell you all something about Pakistan. My parents are from Pakistan. It's a country.
I'm sorry. Go back.
With many challenges.
Yeah,
like running water. Go back.
Self-induced.
My cousin came here from
Did you know that 65% of Pakistans are inbred? Anyway, move on.
Pakistan, studied, went back.
Yeah, go back.
He was about to come to America. You know what he said?
What did he say?
He goes, hey, man, I was about to buy a ticket to America, but things look really bad. I'm just going to stick back in Karachi. When people in
Thank you, Donald Trump. Thank you. So you purged the Pakistanis from our land in real time. Donald Trump, God bless you. You have done so much more.
I love our president. I fucking love our president. You're making the retards stay away. Yes. Retards, don't come to America. We don't like you.
that we have given you credit for. We only credit you for the deportation of millions, but we didn't even assume or imagine that you would be terrifying Pakistanis from immigrating here in real time. Donald, you absolute legend, you. God, I would vote for you a third, fourth time if I could. Oh,
I would as well, but we can't. Like, people keep putting that fucking poll up on X, and every time, it'd be awesome, but he's got his 2 terms in. He's done. Time to move on.
holy schmorglitz, Donald
I don't think we should have fucking... I think there should be term limits for everybody.
Trump once again saving the United States from existential ruin. Think of all the young girls that are not gonna get raped by Pakistani rape gangs because they were too scared to immigrate here because of Donald Trump, El Trumpanor. Listen, man, we gotta get a mustache, put a mustache on Donald Trump. He'll run as El Trumpo. He'll be a totally different guy. I swear to God, it won't count. Well, this guy's done so much for our country and we don't give him enough credit.
Pakistan are looking at us and they're like taking pity.
Yeah.
Joy.
We feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I agree, bro. In fact, Mr. Wajahat Ali, I think you should move back to Pakistan as well. Honest to God, God bless you, Donald Trump. Absolutely. Donald, you have once again saved our country. Your terms are acceptable, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution. And here's the white pill of the day. 11,054 Haitians residing in Indiana are in removal proceedings in the federal immigration court. God bless you. Make sure you get them all. So yes, this should radicalize you. All right, I'm not gonna lie, it should scare the shit out of you. All right, so this is the foreign-born population per state, and if this doesn't change your opinions on certain things, I don't know what does. Let's look.
I hate my
California,
state.
27.7%. New York, 23.3%. And I'm supposed to be surprised
Mississippi
why
looks
these are the
good.
fucking blue states.
I
the
might end
states
up
that
in
wanna give
Mississippi,
free
you
shit to
guys.
illegals. Why Texas is honestly in such a volatile state with all the Islamic immigration.
Like, I know it's warm and shit, but, like, just south of Tennessee and Mississippi, it sounds pretty decent to me.
Specifically in Texas, all right, like I'm just noticing in real time the fact that this is too fucking much.
Maybe over on the Memphis
14.8%
side,
of the U.S. population is
a little bit
foreign-born,
closer
totaling
to big city.
50.2 million people. That is
I don't want to be too
many
close to
people.
Memphis, though. It's kind of
And we
crazy.
wonder
isn't
why
it?
our culture is kind of falling apart at the seams sometimes. Now, anyway, while this video was being recorded, there have been insane developments on the war front.
Excursion, and you said it is a war. So which one is it?
Well, it's both. It's both.
It's an excursion, a side quest. We go out there, we kill some terrorists, we come back home on time for supper.
An excursion that will keep us out of a war, and the war is going to be. I mean, for them it's a war. For us, it's.
That's the craziest flex ever, dude.
But think of it. They had thousands of missiles, 7,000 to 8,000 missiles. We got many of them before they got to launch.
Thank God.
They have drones all over the place. We got many. Now we're knocking out the drone plants, as you know, going fast. They started talking about mines, so
USA,
28
USA,
mine ships as of this
USA,
moment. 28
USA.
right.
Bye.
Like using the same weapon, the exact same weapon that we use against the drug dealers in the water. We have, as an example,
Calm
we had
down.
tremendous drugs pouring in through the waters, through the sea.
Board.
And now we have almost
board.
none. It's down 97%.
Prove it.
Through water.
That's crazy. 97%. But I was told that actually this is not a good president. That's not doing the things. Well, he's doing the things.
Now we'll do it through land. The land is easier than water. But this is a great honor being here. It's a great.
Yeah, so anyway, we're blowing their shit. We're destroying them. For us, it's an excursion because quite literally we're obliterating them. For them, it's a war because it's an existential threat to their regime of rapist pedophiles. And breaking news, the FBI warned police departments in California that Iran wants to retaliate for American attacks by launching offensive drones against the West Coast, according to an alert from ABC News. That's honestly a little bit terrifying, a little bit worrying. I don't know.
But like I said at the beginning, I'll go back over it here at the end.
I'm in nothing ever happens mode. I'm hoping this doesn't happen, obviously. But bro, they're gonna hit the libtard state, bro. That's crazy. Of course, Hassan Piker immediately comes out to defend the Islamic.
Oh
regime.
yeah, there's been
Very
a lot of
difficult
these.
for me to read this as anything other than a potential false flag setup. I'm not gonna lie.
There has been a ton of accounts coming out saying false flag, false flag. Oh, you know, Israel's about to attack California.
So this is Hassan terrorist supporting, dog shocking retard saying, "Oh yeah, America's gonna blow up California and blame Iran." But dude,
Hassan Biker, please.
The fact that this is the first thing that goes through this person's mind when the FBI warns you that just be on the lookout for fucking drones because we're at war, it's honestly insane.
Drone strike.
The depths this man will dive to run defense for Islamic terrorists is honestly horrifying. Now, just to make you feel a little bit better, this is a kaboom in the distance. I said play, and he dropped the bomb. And there it is. That there is American firepower. God bless you, US of A. God damn. That is crazy. All right, and of course, Hezbollah is firing missiles into Israel right now. This is as we speak. This is current. Bro, literally watching Hezbollah terrorists from Lebanon firing missiles into Israel. Like, this is insane. Hezbollah declaring war. So yeah, anyway, it's crazy. Israel warns Lebanon it will target national infrastructure if Hezbollah is not restrained. I don't know. It's just, I have to say, taking out terrorists is honestly fucking based and awesome. And this is one of the most wholesome conversations ever. All right? So this is a literal radio communication that was just leaked between Israeli and American pilots working together to kill
I saw
terrorists.
this. It was cute.
Mobile 97. Go for 97. It is a great honor for us to fight with you. You're doing a great job.
Thank you very much. Likewise, gentlemen. Please be safe out there. Strike hard. See ya.
Isn't that the most wholesome fucking thing you've ever seen in your entire life?
So
God bless
adorable.
our troops. God bless our allies.
He's
God bless
so
the United
adorable.
States of America. And if you're a terrorist, you're gonna fucking die. And no, I will not be held as some emotional hostage to the left that's convincing me that actually we shouldn't be killing terrorists that are trying to kill us.
Nope.
Fucking absolutely we should be killing terrorists that are trying to kill us. Fast, efficiently, and effectively. They're
Damn
gonna die.
Skippy.
They fucked around, and now they're finding out.
Right?
Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. That was a big deep dive in all the things that are happening. All right?
Yeah, this was a long
I've
one.
been doing these big deep dive videos quite literally because I think this is the kind of shit that people aren't willing to talk about, but I am. Zero filter. The things need to be said. Keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention. Know who the enemies are. Know who's trying to kill us. And know that our culture is being raped in front of us. And the only way to actually get out of it is to wake people up from the psyop that they're in. The paradigm of nothing bad is happening. Just trust the legal system. The legal system will defend us. Absolutely. We have to have empathy for the retards that are coming here. All cultures are equal. These are quite literally psyops being utilized largely by foreign governments, also from some satanic communists that live among us too. Don't fall for that shit, man.
No.
Hope you've been enjoying the recent long video mega deep dives into all the things
I have not.
a lot of people aren't willing to cover super effectively. Definitely subscribe. I'm going to try to be doing this daily. And also check out the
God damn it, Nux. I need my 2 videos a day. This hour and 40 fucking minutes is too much, bro.
clip channel Nux Taku for shorter topics that don't fit the main theme, that are also just interesting, that I want to talk about too. I've been getting a lot of very positive feedback on the new setup with how we've been doing videos here.
I fucking hate it. I fucking hate it. Damn it, I hate it. Do your long video and your short videos on the same channel. Keep doing your lore over on the other channel. I like doing the lore separate, damn it.
It's been a lot of work, but honestly, I really appreciate the support. Also, the death threats basically inspire me to go even harder on these retards.
Yeah, fuck all the death threat people.
So, to all the people supporting me, thank you. To all the people sending me death threats.
Yeah, I still love you, Nux, even though you're a douche.
Thank you. God works in mysterious ways. You'll get yours. Of this I am very confident. See you in the next one. Bye! Apparently.
Alright, so, going back over real quick before we get out. We'll go back to my bookmarks. One more time. This post and story should be immediately retracted by ABC News for providing false information to intentionally alarm the American people. They wrote this based on one email that was sent to local law enforcement in California about a single unverified tip The email even states the tip was based on unverified intelligence, yet ABC News left out that critical fact in the story. Why? I wonder. To be clear, no such threat from Iran to our homeland exists, and it never did. So, fuck off, ABC.